So we're kind of waiting on them to finish the game. And so I think we're going to go into a short break. I got to check with my stream manager. Okay, so nope, he's saying, keep the stream moving because we can't have too long of a break, it's not very fun. So yeah, before that, I want to, make an announcement again because on the 30th of September, we are going to be casting a international show match between the Season 2 champions, Destination FM, playing against a Taiwan team, Team Ozone Taiwan. So the Team Ozone Taiwan is actually previously was an amateur team, but they won this regional tournament that was organized, and they're qualified now for the 2014 Garena LNL. It's the professional tournament in Hong Kong and Taiwan, and big names are included, including the Season 2 champions, Taipei Assassins, their sister group, Taipei Snipers, as well as the quarterfinals. Well, yeah, the quarterfinals seed Gaminia Bears, so that's going to be really, really fun. I mean, I don't think you know about Team Ozone Taiwan, right?
Not too much about Taiwan.
I don't know anything about them too, but I mean, there's so much.
That's all part of the excitement, right?
It is.
You don't know.
It definitely is. I mean, come on. I've been seeing them play before, and not a lot of people outside of Taiwan knows about them, and so I'm really, really excited to actually cast the game. So I think Jimmy is going to be here with us because, as usual, Corey, lives super far away from Tokyo, and it takes like 40 minutes to get home, and he needs to rush for the last train, and so he can only join us for the first 2 games. So yeah, I mean, I'm super happy to have Jimmy join us for the last game.
Happy to be here, Ferlin. Yep.
So we met actually at the Season 2 finals for the JCG, on the Razor event that is co-organized by JCG as well. And he was there, and I was like, I think that guy can be a co-caster with me. Tall, cute, loves the game. And he's like, yeah, I definitely want to do this as well. So I'm really happy that you're here with us today.
Yep. Happy to be here.
Jimmy's not very, he's quite a little bit shy on camera. It's his first time really on camera. So are you nervous? Are you shy?
Yeah, a bit nervous, but it's a challenge. It's fun. it's fun. I'm enjoying it so far.
That's wonderful.
Actually, on the Twitch chat, I was hanging out with a couple of guys. My name's Flying Lotus, 3 S's, moderating the chat. So yeah.
Right. And yeah, and obviously Jimmy here is British, and so
British.
It's always nice to have a the English caster because I've lived in England myself for a couple of years.
You got a bit of a British accent.
I know I lived in so many different countries, and so it's super mixed. Especially when I'm sitting beside you, I'm definitely gonna develop a little bit more of a British accent. Obviously with Corey, I was like all Americanized. So yeah, but as you know, JCG is going to start broadcasting the World's Championship Season 3 quarterfinals from tomorrow onwards. I'm super excited, although I'm not going to be on stream because I don't cast in Japanese. We have our Japanese casts for that. They're like, we don't need you. Go do your own thing in the English cast, in the English stream. So yeah, I mean, what are you expecting from the quarterfinals? Cloud9 versus Fnatic, first matchup. Who do you think is going to win for that one?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to tell. Both teams extremely solid. I mean, Fnatic, extremely strong right now. I mean, they're all the rage. Everyone's talking, oh, Fnatic. But also Cloud9, extremely consistent right from the get-go of the LCS. I mean, incredibly consistent play. You got Mateos and Zach. Pretty much, I don't know if he popularized Zach, but definitely played a big part in the popularization of Zach. Just incredibly consistent play all around in C9. So, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it'll be too one-sided. It'll be a very good match.
I definitely think so too, especially, with Cloud9. It's kind of a mystery, right? Because we haven't seen him in the group stages. It's been a long time. Not that long. Long enough before we've seen them in the world stage right now. And so Hai and his team is definitely going to want to try and stomp out on Fnatic. But on the flip side, Fnatic, come on. X-Peke and his team stomping they're going, what, 7-1? I think 7-1, yes, on their group stages. I think they're the biggest shock for everyone who's watching the LCS now because nobody expected Fnatic to come out so strong.
And X-Peke, time and time again, showing the world why he's one of the best in Europe.
The MVP,
Incredible,
right?
Incredible play.
I mean, everybody's afraid of X Becky right now. That back door, oh my word, he's going to stomp on everyone with that. I mean, and the thing about Fnatic, what everybody's saying right now, is that they're so unpredictable. No one really knows what they're doing. Well, not Cyanide is, he's everywhere. He doesn't, they're so unpredictable. Same with Gambit Gaming. You don't know what they're gonna pull out.
Yeah.
But I know you're gonna vote for Gambit Gaming
Obviously,
against Najin, so that's gonna be a huge matchup. I'm gonna be so excited, because tomorrow I'm gonna be on the studio at like 1 a.m. and the games are gonna start at 4 a.m. in Japan. 4 a.m. in Japan, people, ladies and gentlemen, 4 a.m. And I'm gonna be awake until like 12 noon the next day. Oh, you guys are gonna be sleeping or at home watching. I have to be at the studio with like makeup and I would love to be at home, like lying down my bed, watching the LCS, not like at the studio and be like,
No,
Especially.
best of luck.
But I'm really excited. I mean, watching alone is not as fun as watching with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, when you're watching with other people, it's easier to get hyped. It's just the environment. It's much funner.
Definitely.
More fun.
Jimmy, you can use a little more enthusiasm. You're so
sorry.
soft. I feel like I'm talking over you.
Sorry. I'll try my
No, it's
best.
fine. It's fine. I'm talking out very loudly all the time. So, yeah, that's the
I
thing.
hope everyone can hear me. I hope I'm not speaking too softly.
Can everyone hear Jimmy? You might want to speak a little bit louder.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll speak a little
see?
louder.
That is so much better, and I can actually use tune down a little bit because I'm way too loud. But yeah, I think everybody's excited for Worlds right now. I mean, I'm a huge fan, huge LOL fan. Obviously, I'm here casting. Not the best player. I'm most like the best player, but I love the game. I know a few of the people there. I'm excited to go to Worlds. I'm actually going to the Worlds finals. I'm going to Staples Center.
So jealous.
So Riot has very nicely invited me and Matsujun, who is one of my colleagues here at JCG as well. And we're going to Worlds finals, Staples Centers. Yay! I mean, obviously, we don't know who's going to be in the finals, but whoever's going to be in the finals is going to be an amazing best of 5. So yeah. Woo. Okay, so I don't know if TBM and Tacos has finished the game. So I'm going to look at Matsuju now and be like, okay, so he says the game is over and we're going to take a really short break to make sure we can, revitalize ourselves before we go into the last game because it's been a long day for me too. So we're going to go to a really short break. We'll see you guys in how many minutes? 3 minutes.
See you in a bit.
We'll see you in a bit.
She's such a misfit, always ready to brawl. It's like her business, roughing up your friends. The law, there is no difference. If you believe you're strong, she's a bulldozer, making sure you're flat on the ground. She's like a boomerang that never gives up. She flies in circles till she hits you and you're bowed in the dust. So just remember this, when she's chasing you down, face first, you'll be thrown into the proving ground. She'll knock you out. Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes mine. As a matter of fact, the best bet one has is to quickly react to the first attack and save for the bullets. She'll never pull back, just listen. Have you ever really wanted to be a total rebel, flipping tables on the enemy? Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes She's such a misfit, always ready to brawl. It's like her business, roughing up your friends. The law, there is no difference. If you believe you're strong, she's a bulldozer, making sure you're flat on the ground. She's like a boomerang that never gives up. She flies in circles till she hits you and you're bowed in the dust. So just remember this, when she's chasing you down, face first, you'll be thrown into the proving ground. She'll knock you out. Have you ever really wanted to be a total rebel, flipping tables on the enemy? Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes mine. As a matter of fact, the best bet one has is to quickly react to the first attack and save for the bullets. She'll never pull back, just listen. Have you ever really wanted to be a total rebel, flipping tables on the enemy? Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sorry for that long wait. Apparently, I was lied to. TBM is still playing tackles in the previous game, and so it's got almost an hour game long, and so we're actually gonna jump into that game to see what's happening right there, and maybe catch up on a little bit of casting coming on from the Japanese stream, and to make sure we finish this game so we can jump into the next game as well. So let's jump into that game right now.
So Ferlin, I'd like to ask you while we wait for this game to end, Japanese metagame. What do you think? What do you think about that? I mean, do you think that these Japanese teams are sort of just following the global metagame, sort of, or the Korean or the NA, or do you think they've sort of evolved their own over time?
It's very, very hard to say. I personally think that it's still very much an A meta game for them because there's nothing for them to really learn from the other side. And so, yeah, definitely from the NA side, I don't think they have really evolved to something that they would say, this is Japanese meta for
Right.
sure. But what I thought from the beginning was when Nami was first introduced to the game, nobody liked her. But a lot of Japanese players really, really liked her from the start. And I think they really picked up on that Nami picked really, really early on. But from what I can see, they're pretty much following the NA meta for sure, because all of the pro teams that they actually play with in solo queue are all the NA teams, right? So they've played with, TSM, not as a team, obviously, as solo queue players. So they have played with TSM, they've played with everyone, actually. And so they really learn from the NA meta.
And also, I'd just like to point out, these top Japanese teams, they must scrim against each other a lot. So they probably know the ins and outs of their opponents quite well. And do you think that plays a part into the Japanese meta, if there is one?
Yeah, I think they know each other so, because it's such a small community here as well. They don't really scream a lot, per se, but I think they learn a lot from every game that they play for sure, because I do see a lot of specific bans for players, especially like AD carries, big AD carry names like Mino and Yutapon. Obviously, you know Yutapon as well. And so Matcha too. Yeah, so a lot of this bans definitely go specifically towards this, really big Japanese players here. I mean, these players have played with people like X Special, Reginald, lane against Reginald, lane against Dyer. So people might not, see, oh, Japan is so bad or Japan is so good. But I do respect these players a lot. Coming from a country that doesn't speak any English at all in Japan, for them to be playing against these big names, even in solo queue, it's not easy when they don't speak a word of English.
Exactly, yeah. And do you think over time we'll see a sort of evolution of Japanese metagame sort of coming into the world stage?
I hope.
Come Season 4.
I definitely hope, because we don't have our own client. As you know, we don't have our own client. And so one day, fingers crossed, hopefully next year when we get our own client, I think that's where we will see the huge rise in popularity of LOL here in Japan. It's a big thing here in Japan already. Not that big.
I mean, we saw how insanely popular LOL is right now in Korea. I mean, if that kind of thing happens in Japan, then...
Definitely, for sure.
It'll be amazing.
I would love that for him. Especially, all these characters these champions in League of Legends are so familiar and so relatable here in Japan. Ari, Annie, they're so like animated, right?
Yeah.
They can jump into an anime anytime. And so if people would start to write mangas or doujins and maybe create a anime one day when a client comes, that'd be such a big boom. It's not going to be a game. It's going to be like a subculture here in Japan.
I can definitely see it growing in Japan.
Cosplay? Come on. Japanese cosplay beats everything. Beats cosplay from everywhere, obviously, because, cosplay originated from Japan.
Yeah, the game certainly does lend itself very nicely to that sort of subculture. I definitely agree.
I think Riot would be super happy if once the client definitely comes to Japan. I'm excited for it too. I mean, I love playing English, but I would love playing Japanese too.
Oh, the ping. Just think of the ping.
The ping! Oh, the 120 to 200 ping is not fun for us.
It's not fun.
Especially when I'm playing Lee Sin, like, oh my god.
Yep.
The kicks, the ward jumps, not very fun. You tune your brain to think about that latency, that once we have our own client, it's going to be so hard for us.
Yeah, because everything we do is kind of delayed, so we'll be so used to it. It's like, oh, why is it so quick?
Yeah, like, this is not supposed to happen. What is this? We actually have to tune our bodies into a normal ping for them. So I think we jump into game here. The kills are so close, 34. I'm sorry, we're not really looking at this game for now because we just jumped into this like 2 or 3 minutes ago. So we definitely are hoping this game ends really quickly so that we can move on to the third game for ourselves. And it definitely looks like it. I hope they're going to push this all the way through because 4 of the champions are already down. The only one that is still alive is Zyra. And the other, look at the death timers right here. 37 seconds, 44 seconds, 45 seconds, 40. Okay, this is definitely going to be the turret down. And this is going to be a win for TBM right here against Tacos, who has lost 2 games today already. Not very fun for them. And so good game to TBM. I'm sorry that we came in so late on this game. This is not a game that we're supposed to cast anyway. And we're going to go back to the studio. We are actually back in the studio. And TVM has just won their game. And we're going to give them a 2-3 minute break to gather themselves before we jump into the last game of today with TBM versus IKD. You've never watched TBM play before, right?
No, I haven't. No.
I mean, you've known...
I've heard good things.
Really?
I've heard good things, yeah.
So they have Real Silver, who's their mid laner, is really good. DTFM, being the Season 1 champions of the JCG, has played against a Singapore team before, where we had international show match. Our first international show match with Singapore, and it is with the ALS, Absolute Legend Singapore. And they had really good things to say about Real Silver and Tiadesam in the top lane and the middle lane. And so whenever I hear good things from international players, specifically towards individual players here in Japan, it always makes me happy.
So, what are your predictions for the game? IKD versus TBM?
IKD. They had. I mean, this the first match that we casted with Corey. It's the first time I've ever seen IKD. But the storm that came out from Matcha 2 on Corky was incredible. I mean, really, really incredible play for them. They did not make a lot of mistakes. And yeah, it was such a storm for them.
Do you think he'll be able to get to that point against TBM, you know, a team of higher caliber?
I don't know, because 9240, who is the support for TBM, is a great support. One of the best supports in Japan. And I don't know if they can actually lane well against such a high-profile Japanese player here.
So you're bagging on the fact that as long as Matcha gets shut down, then TBM will be ahead in the game.
Yeah. I think so, because I think by itself, I think TBM would definitely win. But if Matcha too would be able to scale up with whatever ADC is playing, I think they would stand a chance. But TBM being the champions that they are, it's going to be hard for them. And just give me 1 second, because I'm trying to log into this. I don't know why. I seem to not be able to type anything. What is happening? Okay.
Please bear with us for a minute while
Yeah.
we sort things out.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to... this is the first time I'm using this laptop, and so I'm trying to get feel my way around this too. And yeah, Jimmy, you gotta talk a bit louder. It seems like I am talking over you.
Yep. Okay, sorry.
You don't have to apologize, just talk a bit louder. And I have the room name, and I'm about to join the game. You're my friend on my account, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So when the game starts, you can join me in the spectator mode.
Cool. So
Teams-
Philin, what's your gaming background?
My gaming background? It's really interesting. I have been gaming pretty much my whole life, because I have an older brother. I don't have younger siblings. I didn't have Barbie dolls. I hated dolls. I'm terrified of porcelain dolls and Barbie dolls. I have no idea why, because I think I watched too many horror movies with dolls growing up. Chucky and like a lot, like Doll Master and all that, freaked me out. Like my brother would like force me to watch these shows, and I would get freaked out. So I don't like dolls. I grew up with G.I. Joes. I grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, that was my childhood, right? And my brother loves gaming. Obviously, he's a guy, and so I've been gaming with him pretty much my whole life. So I love FPS games and RTS games. But we'll talk more about that later, because we're going to jump into picks and ban right now. Yes, picks and bans right now. So the first ban coming out is Trash and Zyra. So obviously Trash. We don't want Trash. Trash has been 100% banned today. Zyra ban. We've seen...
Yeah, I mean, both supports with incredible initiation. Good de-initiation, obviously Zyra's ultimate and Thresh's ultimate. It's interesting to see how these two bans coming out, sort of showing that they do want to shut down bot lane, especially with Corky pick, especially with Corky.
Ooh!
Last game.
Here we go. So yeah, exactly what you just said. So Kassadin, Tristana, Ari, Shen ban. Nothing too much that it's like, oh my god, why are they banning this? So Kassadin definitely, he is a big threat. Nobody wants to give Kassadin away. And Tristana, late game hard carry. Nobody wants that in the opposite team.
Definitely, with the pressure that Kassadin can put on both top and bot, very smart to ban him out. Yeah.
For
and
sure.
Tristana, yeah, as you said, the late game power of Tristana.
And she can
pretty,
like rocket jump away from anything that comes
exactly.
up in her way. And the first pick we have come out is Corky. And this is to Matcha 2. Why would you let Corky through for Matcha 2? I have no idea. Maybe they didn't see the game.
The question is, are we going to see the same level of stomp as we did last game?
That is the question.
Will Corky get fed?
Will Corky get fed? Big question right there. And we look at this, the other team, purple team, obviously TBM, already has their pick set up for them. The bottom lane set up for them. We have a Caitlyn and Sona lane. We've seen Caitlyn and Sona just now. Not doing very well last game. Oh, they had the Caitlyn and Zyra, so might be good for them. What do you think about Caitlyn and Sona?
On paper, Caitlyn and Sona is a very safe lane. You know, you have safe poke, good range on Caitlyn, so you're safe from ganks. Sona obviously has sustain, so you're going to stay in lane.
A lot of poke, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of poke and a lot of lane sustenance.
A lot of lane sustenance, exactly. So you have Caitlyn that's long range as hell. She's going to be like poking you, disturbing you whenever you try to come and get your last hit. And then you have Sona coming out with her core. She's going to be like poking you whenever she can because it doesn't cost a lot of mana as well. And on the other hand, we have Gragas and Janna.
It'll be interesting actually to see how Janna does against Sona Caitlyn, because obviously Janna has no sustain. She can't give her AD carry HP. She has her shield, but that's it. So it'll be interesting to see how the Corky Janna lane, obviously quite passive. You want Corky to get farmed up with good de-initiation also with Janna's ultimate.
Right. Janna actually made a huge comeback in Season 3 because she wasn't really played much before, and she came back so hard. The monsoon is such a big thing as well, and her tornado, it's crazy. Gragas, I love Gragas' pick. You know, Gragas is such a good roamer. He can clear waves really fast with his barrels. He can body slam all the way across the map.
He's solid in every situation, I think.
Definitely. Oh,
Even if he's behind, he provides CC.
he definitely
Good
provides.
base damages.
If he can hit all his combo, he's going to be really, really hard.
Definitely.
In mid lane. And on the other hand, we see Rio Silva with the Vlad pick and Terrace on his Malphite. These are very comfort champions for them. If you've never seen them before, Rio Silva is very, very comfortable. Oh, sorry, Terrace-san, because it's top lane. It's very comfortable on Vladimir. And I'm very interested to see his Vladimir against what might look like another Fiddlesticks top. So this is a team competition that has been played before in game 1 here with IKD. So they played that Corky, obviously we know now. They played that Zac, I think? I'm not very sure, I can't remember. But they definitely played that Fiddlesticks.
Well, they're probably just playing on the success of last game. I mean, obviously we saw Fiddlesticks. He wasn't too farmed up, but he still manages to provide so much damage in team fights. It's incredible. And I think what'll be interesting to see is how Janna does against Malphite, Sona, and Vlad. 3 AoE ultimates. I think the success of Janna's team relies on her ultimates, to be honest.
They want to definitely like spread out the other team and be like, hey, don't come near me, don't come near me. And you know what we saw from Kiku-chan earlier on with that top Fiddlesticks was he had spot on teleports and spot on ultimates. If he can hit that combo again, I think it's going to be really good for them. But look at here, ELM Damemitai on TBM is hovering on Shyvana. And it's locked in. It's definitely locked in. So Shyvana coming out. What do you think about the Shyvana pick?
Well, we saw some Shyvana in EU, I think.
Yes, we definitely did. Yes, we did.
We saw top Shyvana to very high success. You know, she's good at pushing. She can push the lane. She can roam mid. She can counter jungle. So I think that's a pretty solid pick. I'm surprised we don't see a lot more top Shyvana.
Yeah,
I mean, in this case, it's jungle.
Yeah, she's not very popular. You know, she's been played obviously, but not too much. And it's a very scary champion. I agree.
It is.
And with that Vladimir coming in, I think it's gonna be it's a really good solid team composition. I would think, although Malphite, yes, he's gonna come in with unstoppable force. You know, he's gonna come in and knock everyone up if he can get that 4 or 5 man knocker. But on the other hand, there's so much AOE coming in from the blue team. Zac is gonna come in with his Let's Bounce. He's gonna slingshot into your face. You have Gragas who can separate team ups with his barrels, and obviously the monsoon and the tornado coming out from Janna.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that both of these teams, they do rely on each other to be successful. You have Sona, you have Vladimir, and you have Malphite. They obviously need to chain their ultimates in order to be successful. Similarly, on the blue side, you have Zac, you have Gragas, you have Janna, who has the potential to mess everything up if she mistimes her ultimate. And you have Fiddlesticks. You know, both these teams, strong AoE teams, but if they don't work together and they chain their ultimates, they're not going to have much success at all.
Exactly. If Janna comes in and monsoons somebody into the opposite team, that is, or Monsoon, somebody into their nuts, not gonna be very good. So yeah, but from the first game we saw on IKD, it was so beautiful. You know, they're such good team. You know, they work so well
Extremely
together.
well coordinated. You
Very
can tell
well.
that they play with each other a lot. I mean, that much is obvious.
And I want to point out that most of the Japanese team do not play with each other in a gaming house or even in the same region. Some of them haven't even met each other before. Yet they have such good, you know, team spirit and coordination together. So I'm very excited to see this matchup here today. And what do you think?
I think-
IKD? TBM.
I'm going to hedge my bets on IKD, I think, judging from last game's performance. I believe in their teamwork. I believe that they can make this team comp work very well.
Wonderful.
They're going to have that synergy that's going to allow them to win. That's
Brilliant,
my
brilliant.
my
Okay, I'm
opinion.
going to play devil's advocate. And because TBM is our Season 1 champions, you know, I got to side with my people. And I'm going to go with TBM today because, you know, I believe in the individual skills and the level of skills that they have. Because I know Rio Silva, I know Terrorison. They are two very, very, very good players by themselves.
So you,
And I think we are going into game. Yes, yes, yes. The game is loading. I think you can definitely join and spectate.
no, not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay, we gotta wait a little bit more. And so yes, Majinu is looking at me really weird. So the sound is coming from me. 音出していいのここ。音出していいのよね。音出してる。Okay, so yeah. So for all you guys who are Japanese and watching from the stream, there is a Japanese stream as well. So 日本人の方々もしこの配信を見ているなら、日本語のストリームもちろん配信ももちろんやってますので、JCG のロル、サイトを見ていただければ向こうの、サイトのリンクをアップされているのでそこでチェックしてください。よろしくお願いします。Okay, so yeah, I just told the Japanese viewers if they're on Twitch, we have a Japanese stream, you know, casting as well, so they can go over there and check out the Japanese stream if it's more comfortable for them. So yes, you are on the blue side today.
Yep, blue
I'm on
side.
the red side. So
Rooting for the Giant Killers, would you say? Giant Killers?
Giant Killers. What's that?
Well, TBM,
okay.
they're the champions of last season.
Yeah, of season 1.
Oh, season 1, sorry.
Mhm.
Season 1. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm hearing myself on stream. That's super weird. So yeah, no. TBM is you know, they have a good track record. That's what I can say. And so my stomach's growling. That is so embarrassing. I haven't had dinner yet. I had dinner very early dinner, so I'm a little bit hungry now. Because you know what time is it? It's 11:40 p.m. in Japan right now. I am tired,
It's
but
getting late.
definitely going into game. Oh no, my. Oh no, the game has stopped actually. It was. Oh no, the game. Oh, okay, just give me 1 second, guys, because I think the game was. Yep, the game was shut down. I don't know why, but we are going back in the game. Haita. Okay, and I'm back in the game. I'm so sorry, guys, for making you wait such a long time. I am not sure what is happening as well, but yes, apparently we're ready to go. So the pick and ban space is gonna go really quickly because you know it's already been done before.
Certainly.
So I'm so sorry for that technical difficulties, guys, but we are going into game. We are going to pick and bans again, and so yes. Yeah. I think Froggen has just hacked into our game or something.
Scumbag Froggen.
Scumbag Froggen. DDoSing and everybody. Ooh. So yes, also all these bans are coming up because, you know, the bans have already picked, so whatever. And the picks are going to come in really quickly, so we hope to jump in the game really fast. So yes. Oh, my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. Let's get this game fast and over and go have supper. Yes, so who's your favorite champion of all these 10 picks right here?
Of these 10 picks, Shyvana, I think. Big fan of Shyvana since Season 2.
Oh, wow, okay.
She received a couple nerfs, you know, lost a bit of popularity. But all in all, I think she's a pretty decent champion. And one of Riot's... I mean, some people might say that, you know, Shyvana, she's not very well designed, you know. She's not a very good jungler sort of thing. But I tend to disagree. I think And what a lot of people don't see is, although she might not have the best ganking ability, the amount of jungle control that she provides to a team is very very good, and I think a lot of people don't take that into account.
It's super nice to hear that from you, though, because a lot of people, discredit Shyvana a lot of times, and so to hear that from you, that's really great. My pick for today is going to be Gragas. Love Gragas. He has such a great.
How can you hate the fat man, right?
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's why. Okay, I put on my. Never mind. Anyway, yes, Gragas. He has such a great kit. And he looks so cute as well, all bubbly and stomping around everywhere with barrel. And he has such great sustain as well. Right? He's just gonna drink up his mana all the way, and he can body slam everywhere so fast as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen Faker with an incredible day one play on Gragas. Obviously, I'm not going to look for the same level of Faker play here.
Ultimate into prediction of the ultimate into body slam. It's, one of those champions where mechanical skill is very evident when a good player is playing that champion.
Yeah. Oh my word! I just moved the stream. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting into the game right now. So again, we see the Fiddlesticks with the teleport, as we've seen him running in the first game, and obviously we are looking, weirdly enough, for Fiddlesticks to actually might do an initiate on the team, although he's not the best initiator, but he can never fear an ultimate to somebody.
Well, we already have Zac, and with Zac jumping in, using his ultimate, using all his disruption, that's going to give Fiddlesticks room to come in uninterrupted and get his damage out as quickly as possible, fear the important targets, get the silence out on the whole team, basically.
That's true, that's true.
The amount of disruption that blue side has is going to be problematic for purple, I think.
Problematic. Okay, so, right, so the thing about this is 9240 on TBM is a great support player, so he knows how important vision and walk control is, and so he's definitely not going to let Fiddlesticks just appear out of nowhere and jump onto them, because that's what Fiddlesticks does.
Yeah.
He takes you out of surprise.
But that's going to be difficult since Fiddlesticks is running teleport. I mean, you can't predict it.
You might want to have like 100 vision wards there, sight wards there, pink wards there, and be like, okay, nope, you're not going anywhere.
You're going to need a ward where Fiddlesticks is at that point in time in order to predict.
True.
And
That's true. Luckily, they don't have Zyra on the team, because she can put a plant there and be like, okay, Fiddlesticks,
Yeah.
you can teleport there, no problem.
Yep. The Zyra Fiddlesticks definitely a scary combination.
Nobody likes
say the
to
least.
play against Zyra nowadays. And it's such a comeback champion. Strong kit. And so we are just waiting into going to the game. Hopefully it'll start in the next minute or so. So yes, I am on the red side today. I'm going to be supporting TBM today. And Jimmy today is going to be on IKD's side because of such an amazing play that they did today on the first game.
Yep.
Wee wee.
I definitely have faith in IKD. I think.
IKD.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to be the playmaker of this game?
Well, judging from last game, I think it's going to be matchup 2 again.
I think we've kind of he's got a fan going with us right now.
No, I think with the Janna and the Corki, he's gonna if they let him free farm and they let him get to the point where he needs to be as Corki, late game Corki, you got your Triforce.
Yeah.
At that point, he's just gonna be completely unstoppable.
It really is. And we don't want to play against a Corki with a Triforce, especially with the meta that has. Now you can join me on the spectator mode right now, I think. Oh, we have pretty, you can't see it right now, guys, but they have really nice skins coming out. Victorious Janna, Hillbilly Gragas. Oh, that's one of my favorite Gragas skins right there.
Is that discontinued?
Gragas. Yeah,
Can
it
you
is.
still buy
it's
that?
not there anymore, I think. Arcade Sona, I don't like Arcade Sona for some reason. I think she looks kind of crazy. She has crazy eyes, right? Like
she does have crazy
Sona
eyes.
has
I'll give you
crazy
that.
eyes. I mean, people always say that, for Lynn, you have crazy eyes sometimes. I do. So, if I cosplay Sona, that's going to be, like, wonderful.
Now, what do you think about Arcade Hecarim?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't know why.
Not into the arcade series?
It's kind of weird, though. It's too colorful for me. Yeah. Okay, so the game is loading into right now. So, yeah, we are into game. And, okay, guys, welcome to the JCG. Premier League Season 3 Day 1. This is our last game of the day. And on the blue side, it is IKD. And on the red side is our Season 1 champions, TBM, the Bismitai. And we are off to level 1s. I don't think we're going to see too much of a crazy level 1 engagement. Because from what I've learned from the past 2 or 3 seasons, is that Japanese players hate, I will put a big name word like hate, they hate level 1 engagements because they think like level 1, if you lose a level 1 fight, the tilt that you go onto that and the snowball that the other team has from that is so big that they don't want to deal with that.
So you're saying Japanese teams are more conservative, they like to take less risks, do you think?
They definitely take less risks, for sure. And that is something that is against the meta for Season 3.
Definitely.
Such an aggressive playstyle for Season 2 is more like laid back.
Season 2, yeah, I believe Season 2 was more clinical, you know. You go to your lane, you farm, you have 200 CS at 20 minutes almost every game. That's guaranteed in Season 2.
Right.
But now with the increasing the amount of ganks, increasing the amount of Zed, the amount of Lee Sin, Ari, Snowball champions, you see a lot more action early. And I think that contributes to making the game a lot more exciting.
I think that's the meta from like China and Korea as well because they're so aggressive, China especially, and so I think people learn from that and the meta just changed. It's hard for a lot of teams to cope with that, but they're doing pretty good. So as you can see, you know what's being placed down left and right in both of the jungles, just to make sure we know where the jungles are going, because you always want to know where the opponent jungler is, so you can read the map as well.
Yep. As a jungler, it's very important to keep tabs on where the other jungler is in order to counter gank. If you miss a counter gank, that could potentially risk you the game, essentially. So, ward coverage is extremely important.
So, Jimmy, you are you main jungler yourself. So, what do you think is the most important for a jungler? Is it counter jungling, or is it knowing where the other opponent is?
I think counter jungling is important, but only when you know where the other jungler is. Because if you counter jungle blind, then you open yourself up to a lot of risks. Like you're denying yourself from counter ganks, and you're opening your own jungle up to counter jungles. So I think being a jungler, you have to communicate with your team. Obviously in solo queue, that's not as easy as in this, but you have to communicate with your team, and you always have to keep tabs on the other jungler.
Right. Okay. Let's go into game. So what we have here is a lane switch up for sure. In the mid lane, we have Corki and Jana in the mid lane. Again, oh, but look at this. Zac is counter jungling very early with Jana's help. They are going to get the red buff from the other side. So that's a quick counter jungling there from Zac.
Yep.
Stolen away the red buff.
We can see Shyvana heading towards the enemy red right now.
But look at that. There is a blue ward there.
Yes.
So they would know that Shyvana's coming in. And look at that.
The question
Sona's actually going up to help her. Jana's coming down.
And we can see, Jana and Corki coming to support, potentially ward off Sona from messing with Shyvana.
Jana is going to get caught out from this. I don't know if this is going to work out for her. She might get first blood on her. And Shyvana is still going for... Oh, but the counter again coming in. This first blood to Corki. Again, this first blood to Corki.
This could result in another snowball from Corki.
I mean, wow, look at that. Corki has double buff. Double buff Corki. And Zac has his own double buff as well. So this is not a good start.
Obviously,
for
the double buff Corki is going to allow him to spam spells to no end. He's going to, Jana and Corki are going to have so much lane presence in mid, denying Malphite from farming.
This is not going to be very good for Malphite.
Definitely
I mean,
not.
Malphite does well on his own because he's not a champion that needs a lot of CS skill in the game. As long as he has a Sunfire Cape, he's going to do okay.
Yep.
And because he's more of a utility champion as well, right?
Definitely.
And so this is not going to be very good for him because Corki is just going to pound on him super hard. Oh, wow.
It'll be interesting to see how quickly Jana and Corki will be looking to take down mid turret.
I hope this is not going to be a repeat of game 1 of the Corki dominance.
Well,
it's going to be fun though.
It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. We can see Sona and Caitlyn applying lots of pressure onto Fiddlesticks, who of course, kind of like Malphite, doesn't require too much farm to be relevant. However, is conversely quite squishy. So if you shut him down hard enough, he's going to be pretty easy to take care of.
Because he has sustain, right? But he can be sustained. He has to be in one spot for him to heal himself. And so, with Caitlyn and Sona, they're going to pound on him super, super hard.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Malphite is just getting eaten up under his own turret. This is not good for TBM right now. Jana coming down as well to help. Not very good for them.
Single-handedly dealing with Malphite. I mean, he doesn't even need Janna at this point.
Nope. Janna is just helping Zac with the counter jungling right here. 1 kill to Corki right now. First blood as well. And look at that. Zac is coming down on the bottom lane with... Nope, Shyvana is not coming down. Shyvana is like, you're going to do fine. Oh, but she's still staying around.
Shyvana's coming back around.
Let's look at this. Let's if anything's going to happen with this. Nope, she revealed herself. And looks like nothing is going to come out from that.
So Shyvana's just going to help push the creep wave up to the turret?
Maybe that's your game plan, you know. We're going to counter you and we're going to take away the bottom turret first. I don't know, because there's a lot of pressure coming out onto the middle turret here from Corki and Janna.
So I think they're just trying to mirror that pressure that Corki and Janna are putting onto the mid turret so that they don't fall behind on such a big gold deficit.
Yeah, but this is not good for TBM as well, because if you compare a mid turret to a bottom turret, obviously the mid turret is so much more important.
Yep.
If you have that mid turret, the outer mid turret down, that is so much map control given to
definitely opens up the
IKD,
map.
right? Yeah, so it might not be the best game plan for them, but it's still a game plan. What's important for a lot of these teams in competitive play is that they cannot base their actions on reactions.
Right.
You cannot play a reactionary game.
Exactly.
You have to have a plan, you know, what we're going to do at 10-minute mark, 20-minute mark, 30-minute mark. You can't just base your game on reactions because you're going to let the other team lead you in the game.
Yep. I mean, if you base your game purely on reactions, as you said, the other team's going to run rings around you. You open yourself up to be so predictable. I mean, they're going to be 2-3 steps ahead of you if you're purely playing a reactionary game.
Yep, I think TBM is playing a little bit of a reactionary game now because they were caught off guard with that first kill from Corki.
Yep.
And you know, Corki definitely has a advantage in the game, and Malphite with
Fiddlestick's
ultimate coming onto Sona, and Sona goes down where she stands by darts on Zac. Beautiful ultimate there, and Zac coming in onto that.
So already we're seeing the power of Fiddlesticks, how he's able to lock a champion up and make them completely useless, open to any and everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what we have here?
Quite bad for TBM.
TBM, yeah. I mean, it's still very early in the game. We can't count them out right now. Let's look at the goal lead. Corki comes in really hard on Malphite right here. The tornado hits, but they're not going to go all the way in for Malphite right here because he can still use his unstoppable force to run away.
Certainly can.
So yes, we have a 2-kill advantage here for IKD. Fiddlesticks is going a little bit aggressive onto Vladimir, but you know, it's both of them are sustained champions. Nothing's going to happen too much from them unless the jungler comes in to help.
Interesting how Fiddlesticks rushes the penetration boots. That might be suggesting that he's looking to roam. He might be looking to apply the pressure that he's got from that kill. You know, that assist. He's a bit powerful right now. He might be able to apply pressure on mid. And also bot, since he has teleport. You know, he has a lot of global pressure.
I like that Sorcerer's Boots that you buy so early for Fiddlesticks. It just shows that he wants to have a little bit of sustain and to dish out a little bit more magic penetration right there. And so we see the first turret going down for TBM. So they managed to get that first turret off. But look at the mid turret. It's so low on health right now. It's less than half life right now. It might go down with the next few waves if they decide to push.
And that's going to force TBM to concentrate their efforts on mid. And that's going to open up the rest of the map for IKD.
Yep. That's what we're seeing right here. And if you look at the goal deficit right now, we have a 1k goal advantage. No. I'm lying. Oh my word. I fail in math so bad all the time.
400 gold advantage.
400 goal. There we go. Young man knows his math. 400 goal lead for IKD right now, and we see a lot of mid group up right here. We have about 5 champions in the mid right here. As you said, TBM wants to concentrate on that mid turret. I think TBM's game plan right here is objectives.
Definitely. They very well understand the importance of keeping their mid turret up. I mean, if they let that go, then that completely opens up the map for
Did
IKD.
you just see that? Fiddlesticks just drained the hell out of Vladimir right there. Vladimir going down super low. If Fiddlesticks goes aggressive on this, he's going to die. But then again, he can just blood pool away. So
Corki getting low, forcing him to flash out of the fight.
Sona flashing out of that. She saves her life barely, but look at Zac. Zac is going down super low. I don't think he's gonna nope, he's gonna go down.
He's gonna go down.
First kill for TBM onto darts. A little bit too aggressive from IKD right there, I think.
I think they sort of overestimated their power a bit there. They're ahead, but they're not that ahead.
No, they're definitely not exactly. Look at the goal lead right now. Look at this.
Dead even.
It even, and now it's switched over to TBM.
Ah.
And I think this is coming out from obviously the one turret advantage. And let me just switch this up. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have not done my work. I am not switching. I'm switching up the champions right now for you guys. So give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Nope. I am doing this completely wrong. What's wrong with me?
Interestingly, how Malphite has gone 3 Doran's rings. He doesn't even have tier 1 boots.
No.
He's just gone straight for the Doran's rings.
I would have noticed if you didn't say that. Thank you very much. Yes, 3 Doran rings. Ladies, have you seen that before? I have never seen this before.
It feels, I kind of get the vibe that he's a bit desperate at the minute. He's trying to get that power spike that he can't really have.
Oh, and here we go. Very aggressive. Slingshots into Vladimir, but Vladimir can definitely slip. Very, very slippery champion right there, so he can slip away from that, and he can lifesteal anytime. And so Fiddlesticks is going to recall and let Zach handle that.
We'll probably see Zach up at the top lane for a while, since Fiddlesticks' teleport is still on cooldown.
But this gives TBM advantage, right? Because they know where the jungler is.
Exactly. It'll allow Shyvana to do pretty much what she wants.
So what does this do for you as a jungler if you see the other jungler that is onto a lane when you know where he is?
Well, it opens up counter-jungling opportunities, so denying the other jungler and the other team of their own jungle. It allows you to freely gank mid and bot without any fear of a counter jungle, and obviously it also allows you to contest dragon without fear of a counter jungle. So definitely, I think it puts you in a very good spot.
Yeah, and you can do a counter gank as well, so wonderful with that. And Gragas is just dishing out his barrels, you know, trying to poke everybody down. But the kills are very, very, you know, it's a very, very small kill number right here, 2-1. And TBM is coming back strong. Zach slingshots into Sona. Sona is the target right here. She's crescendos into both of them, but she's going so low right here. And
Completely.
Sona goes down. Look at Gragas, almost nothing left on him. And Darts goes down as well. So 1-for-1 kill, not the best trade-off since Zach is a jungler and they tricked that for a support.
I think what TBM failed to do that fight was they completely ignored Caitlyn. And Caitlyn, by that, Caitlyn was, you know, they allowed her to dish out tons of DPS.
Right, right. And she can, and the rings that she has, she can do it from such a far away.
Exactly.
And look at Malphite right there. He's getting pounded upon by Janna and Corki, but he uses the unstoppable force to escape. That is one very, very big ultimate that is on cooldown right
Definitely,
now.
I mean, puts so much pressure off.
IKD definitely knows this is happening. Okay, we have one very, very big cooldown that is happening right now. We can definitely go aggressive on TBM right here.
Certainly.
So yes, I mean, if we can look at the items right now, Caitlyn. Oh, but look at this. They are going for the dragon.
And that's going to go uncontested.
Uncontested. But Sona might be caught out here. Sona, you're not in the right position there, honey. But yes, IKD gets the dragon.
I think IKD didn't go in on that one because, you know, judging from last time, they overestimated their power, and that cost them a death. So I think they learned from their mistakes and decided not to go in on that one.
For sure. And look at the kills right here, because the only 2 deaths that's coming out from TBM is on their support, which is, you know, good, right? Because you always want, if there's death, you want to be on your support. Whereas the other side, it's been on really spread out. No, I'm lying. It's on Zach and Corki.
Well,
okay,
obviously,
here we go.
going on top lane.
We're going very aggressive onto Vladimir. Slingshot into that, but Vladimir flashes out of that
flash.
Beautiful flash that. So they're not going to tower
We can see
dive
Shyvana coming in though.
Shyvana comes in from the
question
bottom.
is, can she clean up? Very nice interrupt.
She disrupts the slingshot there. Is she going to go all the way? No, they're not going to go aggressive onto that, and everybody survives that fight. Long fight, survives it. Nobody gets killed from that.
So what I was saying, Ferlin, is although, you know, the gold value of the first few kills is exactly the same, whether it's your AD carry or support that dies, it's basically the amount of time your AD carry or your support stays in the map that counts. Because if a support is out of the map for 15 seconds, then it's not as big of a toll on the team as if your AD carry was out of the map for 15 seconds. because obviously he's designed of XP and CS,
Right,
very
right.
important for an AD carry.
Exactly. So we hit the 15-minute mark now. The first dragon has been taken by IKD for sure. That gave them a good amount of global gold back to them. But still, TBM has a gold advantage, 1k gold advantage for them right here. And I think that came from the 2 turrets that
Definitely,
they
yep.
have. And the CS lead, because I mean, if you take a look at the top lane right here, 76 to 132. That's almost double the amount of CS. So Rio Silva, as I said before, he's a really good solo queue player, and he definitely knows how to play his champion, and he's trading well.
Yeah, the mechanical skill of TBM is obviously quite evident in this game.
Sona is tanking up the turret from mid turret, and Caitlyn, she's like, I don't give a crap about you, Zach. I'm gonna take this turret out. So they have their turret out, so all the outer turrets is down for TBM. So they have a huge map control, spike in map control here. So what do you think is the plan that TBM has now?
I think from this point on, TBM is going to look to control the map with vision. I think Sona is going to invest in a few more pink wards, maybe even oracles, and that's going to allow them to pretty much snowball the game from this point, unless IKD does something about that.
Right. So Gragas there just being an annoyance. He has a ward and a brush, and so it's like, Rio Silva, I see you, man. You're gonna tell him, recall back. I'm not gonna let you do that. So being a huge annoyance right there. We can look at the items. Talk to me a little bit about the items we have. See here.
Well, obviously we're seeing the Triforce coming out of Corki, extremely
surprise there.
popular as of late. Fiddlesticks, obviously going for the early boots, looking to roam. Doesn't have too much else. No big items coming out of Fiddlesticks. And Zac, Spirit of the Ancient Golem, extra tankiness, cooldown reduction, very good stats for Zac. Another thing we see...
Ooh, yeah, still seeing the two of them going head-to-head against each other. Oh, and this might be such a... Oh, and here we go.
And another kill for Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlestick just completely kills that steal away. It's like scumbag Fiddlesticks right there. Takes the kill away from Gragas and takes the kill off Gragas onto Real Silver. And here we go. Dive onto Sona. Sona, you are getting caught out so hard right here. And she goes down to the Let's Bounce of darts on Zac.
They're just demonstrating how you can do nothing about this team comp. You have the Zac. You have Fiddlesticks, his fear. It's the once you're caught, you're caught. There's nothing you
Oh,
can
here we go.
do.
Caitlyn is getting caught so hard right here. And Machatu gets another kill onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn just couldn't escape from that. Corki is Valkyrie all the way into you, and Caitlyn has no chance at all there, and goes down to Corki right there. Corki now 2-0-0, not as impressive as the first game we saw, like 6-0-0, like in the first 15 minutes or so, but 2-0-0, good enough for, and well, the CS lit is rather unstoppable. Force comes on to Fiddlesticks, right? Fiddlesticks tries to heal himself,
He's
and the
tanking
monster
very well.
comes in, and he's not dying yet. Oh, but nope, he goes down. And now they're going aggressive onto Janna. Janna, you're not going to survive this. Oh, she has her shield, but it's not going to be enough.
Gragas looking to clean up. Can he do anything? I don't think he can.
You're not going to be fast. You can body slam, but you're not going to be fast enough to catch a Shyvana.
No, especially with that burn out, the move speed.
Yep, so Shyvana and Malphite walks away cleanly from that. It was very chaotic. We've seen like 3 kills in the last minute or two.
Yeah, it's been quite back and forth. I think. I mean, the gold difference is only 200 gold, 100 gold.
People are just getting caught out left and right.
Definitely.
Sona with that, she just got caught out of position. She didn't get caught out of position. She didn't know that she would get dived so hard under her. That was a OMG Royal-esque dive right there. Oh, and she gets caught out again. Valkyrie from Corki. She dishes out a crescendo, but no. Corki says, you are not getting away, Miss Sona, and kills her where she stands.
Corki may not be 6-0, but he's still putting out a lot of damage.
A lot of damage, for sure. And the ace in the hole comes out from Caitlyn just to, harass a little bit. They're not going to get away with this. They're definitely going to take the...
Definitely. I think TBM doesn't have vision of the dragon. This is going to be an easy free dragon for...
And obviously, if you
IKD.
don't have vision, you don't want to jump into a composition that is like IKD right now.
Exactly. I mean, they cannot risk that kind of play.
I'm really liking Machazu right now. I am loving this Corki. He's doing work on this Corki. I think he plays... I would suspect that he plays Corki a lot because he knows how much damage that Corki can put out and how far his Valkyrie can go. And with the Trinity Force, how much of damage that he can actually dish out. It's amazing
Earlier
play
you were
by
saying
him.
Matcher is a pretty famous player in the Japanese scene. I mean, is he famous for his Corki? Is that the deal?
He's famous for as an ADC. I don't think Corki is his main champion, but obviously as an ADC, you would definitely be comfortable with all the new champions or what is famous for the meta right now.
Definitely.
It's amazing. And look at them, they're going so aggressive onto the inner turret.
See Vlad coming around.
Oh, here we go. Rio Silva comes in very, very bravely. He's 1v4 the team right now, but behind, Shyvana comes in and look at that soul. Everybody's so low right now. Shyvana is going to tank. She's tanking up the entire team, but Matcha too is dishing out so much damage. And what do we have? A 1-for-2 kill right there. So
I think that was an extremely good ult.
An Unstoppable
Malphite
was
ults in, gets the kill.
Unstoppable is coming out onto Gragas and takes the kill for himself. Matcha too, where are you gonna run to, buddy? Oh, look, he's trying. He's trying his best. He might be able to juke this out. He might be able to juke. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, beautiful juke from
Valkyrie.
look at. Just take a look at Malphite. He's trying. You know, Malphite, come on, Terrace. You're not gonna be able to catch up with a Corki. It's a Valkyrie, especially when you don't have Unstoppable Force. So beautiful joke out there from Corki. But it's amazing because Real Silva on Vladimir. He came in really strong, right? He
Definitely,
was
yeah.
so aggressive. I think he really wanted a kill. He even flashed and tried to do something, but it ended up with, not the best results because it was a 2-for-1.
But I thought that was a very good play from Vladimir. I mean, he landed his ultimate on 4 people. He managed to stall them for long enough for his team to come. Unfortunately, he didn't get the support he needed. But had they capitalized on that Vladimir play, I think they probably could have come out 4-0. That fight.
Definitely, for sure. It's really, really amazing to see that because, and it's such a shock for me to see TBM actually on the tilt, not doing too well because, I mean, Matcha too. Wow, the guy's amazing. Let's look at the kill score and the global goal. Tell me about this global goal advantage or disadvantage.
Well, there's not
kills.
too big of an advantage. I mean, obviously, Matcha 2 has the kills, so that's an advantage for IKD. But in the grand scheme of things, they only have a 700 gold advantage.
You're lying. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, my God. My math is just retarded. So, yes. I mean,
towers are pretty even as well, 4 for 3.
4 for 3, yeah.
Pretty even match so far.
I would think so because, I would think that TBM would be, a little bit of a disadvantage, but it's not that big. It's really not that big.
No, I think IKD's advantage lies in the fact that their gold distribution is in the favor of Corki. I think it's allowing Corki to carry the team, basically.
Yeah, we can take a look at the gold distribution right here. We can see that Corki has about a 1,000 gold advantage over Caitlyn, and pretty much everyone else is very on point. No. Vladimir is definitely top. Oh, but here we go. Fiddlesticks comes down with an ultimate and shuts down Malphite. The fight is still going on. They are chasing IKD right now. They are chasing. Look at this Shyvana. She wants to go for the kill, but I don't think there's enough backup from her team right there, so they can't go too aggressive.
But TBM knew that IKD's main cooldowns were off, so they tried to capitalize on that, but unable. They didn't have the gap close necessary to do that.
So yeah, what happened there was they caught out just Malphite by himself, and that's a lot of cooldown ultimate wasted on that. So
Yep.
Gragas' ultimate is down. No, actually no. Just the Fiddlesticks ultimate. So Let's Bounce is still up for Zach. And it's going to be really interesting since, both sides are really aggressive.
I think going back to what we said earlier, both sides also know that the opposition, they rely on each other in order to be successful. So once one cooldown is off, they're going to use that as an opportunity to capitalize on that. They know that they're not very strong when, they have 4 out of 5 ultimates.
And TBM is such an experienced team that I think they would know how much and the cooldowns they are. So they're definitely keeping track of these cooldowns because, as you said, right, the teams are relying on each other's cooldown as well because IKD is very paralyzed if they don't have the Let's Bounce and the Fiddlesticks ultimate or the Janus Monsoon. And I mean, the game is so close. It's such a close game. I haven't seen such a close game in a long time with the goal lead especially. It's a 1,500 goal lead, 400, I don't know. I fail in math. But yeah, and the turrets are also so close to each other. But let's take a look at the item build right now. So Trinity Force is obviously completed for Corky. A Solari, I know Solari also completed for Zach. You know, you don't see a big thing coming out from Fiddlesticks yet.
Yeah, no, he's not. He doesn't. He still doesn't have any major items. I suppose he 107 CS 1, 2, and 3. He's not too fed.
No,
But
no.
does it really matter? That's the
No,
question.
he's so much of a utility champion right here in this game right now. But look at the CS difference.
I mean, Malphite also. I mean, those 3 Doran's ring start definitely slowed down his build.
He definitely, yeah. I mean, he doesn't even have his. He's not even going for that Sunfire Cape build right there. He's going for, you know, the mask. So it's a very interesting build from what we see. And the dragon is being contested right now. So TBM has started and pulled dragon out of the dragon pit. I don't know if they're gonna go through with this because, you know, everybody has their ultimates up. And even Fiddlesticks, he has that teleport.
Extremely risky for TBM to go for the dragon right now.
It's so much poke coming out as well. If you look at, you know, Gragas, he can definitely poke everyone with that barrel, which has such a long range as well.
Yep.
But TBM is not letting this one go. They want this dragon. They want that extra goal to keep them in this game. But they're hot on their heels. IKD is hot on their heels. I don't know which way this is going to go because if TBM doesn't play this well, IKD is going to eat them up with all the ultimates that they have. So
And at this stage in the game, getting aced is going to be catastrophic. It's going to cost you the game.
They're going to go to Baron and go straight up into mid and take that inner turret off of
Yep.
them. But it's quite a long dance right here. And look at Caitlyn. She is putting up a trap everywhere. It's like, you are not getting close to us. If you get close to us, we're going to trap you and we're going to crescendo the hell out of you.
Fiddlesticks coming round. They might be looking to do something sneaky.
But look at that. There is a ward there. Oh, there is a pink ward there, so
Trying
he
to just
cannot
put a
go
ward
behind
down.
that. But Fiddlesticks, he can actually, like, you know, teleport in and ultimate, or ultimate from behind. So I think this is not very wise for TBM right here. They
Yeah.
should back out of this.
I mean, if they try and go for the dragon, they're going to be met with a Fiddlesticks ult over the wall. Into a Zac Let's Bounce.
That is not very fun for them. But
Into
look
the
at,
Gragas ult. It's going to be disastrous.
not very good for them. But if you look at this, right, if TBM pushes for this dragon, look at the map where they are, the positioning where they are. IKD can actually just go straight up mid and take that inner middle turret. And it's not the best. Let's Bounce comes in from Zac, and they are going in for this. Ultimate comes in from Fiddlesticks as well. No one is going down yet, but Fiddlesticks is going so low. Fiddlesticks is the first one taking out of the game. Crescendo comes in, and Zac has taken down into his passive. He's not going to survive this. 2 down, and nope, that's all. 2 for 0.
So-
IKD coming not out from this. This is not good for them.
Fiddlesticks, he hadn't finished his Zhonya's. He ulted in, but then got killed instantly.
He was just
And then-
melted down.
And then Zac comes in a little late, so that screws things up for Zac. And basically the team isn't able to chain their ultimates the way they wanted to, and that's what allowed TBM to capitalize on.
If you can look at this, Monsoon is still up for
Monsoon's
Janna.
still up.
I don't
So
know why she. Wow! Look at that. TBM is taking this for themselves. They know that two champions is down right now, and they take off a dragon as well as an inner bottom turret for this. This is going so well for TBM right now,
It is going well for TBM.
and it's really unexpected. I didn't expect them to win out that engagement.
Well, I mean, on paper, IKD's team obviously much better suited for that scenario, but I definitely think they could have played that much better.
I think what TBM did really, really well is they used the unstoppable force so well. I wish we can give you a replay, guys, because that was a beautiful play from TBM, and IKD got caught out because they were actually behind the dragon pit, so they didn't think that TBM would go aggressive on them, you know what I'm saying? They didn't think that it would go engage on them, so great play from TBM right there. Look at the goal difference. Look at that stats. We can see 41.5k to 41.5k.
So
Completely same.
despite losing dragon and a turret, IKD still very, very much in this game.
And that is from, you know, all that good play from them and the scaling that comes out from Corky. I don't know where this goal is coming from though. Oh, it's coming from mid lane. That's right. So Gragas has a CS advantage. Oh, Caitlyn is going straight on to Fiddlesticks. I don't know if Fiddlesticks. No, you're not gonna get away from this, Fiddlesticks. You're gonna go down, and he goes down. And No ultimates wasted, just going down to it. Oh, Rio Silva's getting caught out of this, but Shyvana comes in from behind. Nope, nothing is going to go out from that. So, wow, that was not one ultimate or none of the summoners being wasted at all.
I think it was easy enough. Fiddlesticks is easy enough to kill Fiddlesticks without having to waste too many resources.
Nope.
He was caught out fair and square.
But Fiddlesticks, his drain is working so hard right now. It is that amount of drain that he has right now is actually really, really strong. So he's not very, very vulnerable. But if you get caught out by a Caitlyn, yeah, you're not going to survive that, honey. Sorry.
No. We see Malphite, he's 4-1-1, 157 CS. He has a frozen heart. It'll be interesting to see how Corki is able to deal with that. Because obviously that's quite a targeted item
right. And
for
so,
AD
okay,
carry.
here we go. They have, TBM has started the Baron. I don't like people starting a Baron to it. Oh, but look at Baron's health. Unstoppable Force comes out from Malphite. They have given up. Oh no, they're still going on to, and TBM has taken down the Baron. They are going hard on to IKD right now. Let's Bounce comes out from Zach. Catch up 2 or 3 people from IKD, but this is not going very well for them. TBM is still chasing down. Zach is going down solo, but he slingshots away into safety. 1 kill.
1 kill and Baron.
1 kill and Baron. This, wow. I cannot believe that. You saw what they did? Unstoppable Force comes out from Malphite just to scare the team away, while Caitlyn, Sona, and Vladimir continues to pound onto Baron. They got a Baron and 1 kill off of this.
The question that's in my head is, where was Zach?
He was chasing. He was chasing from behind. I was like, I need to be there. I need to be there. This is not good.
I mean, they have the comp, but if they don't use the comp, then what's the point?
I think they're a little bit disorientated right now because they didn't think that, you know, they would lose so much in such a little time. Dragon coming off, bot turret coming off, Baron getting off. This is not looking well for them. So off of that Baron, we see a 2k gold advantage, 3k gold advantage from TBM right now. So it's a comeback.
IKD is definitely on the back foot right now. They're forced to play the reactionary game, despite the even match that we saw sustained pretty much till about 5 minutes ago or less.
Exactly. So what happened just now was that Baron got chomped down so fast. Way fast. I mean, IKD didn't have enough time to react to that Baron. They came in, but they came in so disoriented. They're like, we need to stop Baron, we need to stop Baron. And nothing came out of that because...
There was no clear focus to that fight.
No. I
think their efforts were sort of split, and that's what allowed TBM to basically win that fight.
Yeah, for sure. And so now, you know, they're just trying to hold out right now. IKD is just trying to hold out, make sure nothing, you know, they cool themselves down and have a clear path of where they want to go. Because we're hitting late game right now, 33 minutes in this game. They need to have a clear idea of what they're going to do and make sure they use that team comp to their advantage.
Certainly not the same stomp that we saw earlier.
Nope. I mean, this goes to show, you know, TBM with that experience that they have, international experience too, because they have played overseas teams as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what, you know, IKD and Machatu has to come out with this because they have a superior team composition. If they use that well, they can potentially ace TBM, but not with the Baron buff, obviously.
We'll have to wait that one out. Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, they're clearing the waves good enough. You know, top is definitely pushing into the inner turret right there. But as we see a ping coming out from TBM, they are going into top lane as well, trying to make sure that, you know, not too much pressure is coming out from the minions coming in.
TBM looking to secure this lead right now. They have the oracles on Sona, allowing them to control the map. Something that if they give up, could potentially be spell danger for them.
Very, very dangerous for them, yes. Because, I mean, if you look at the team composition coming from IKD, you don't want to get caught up by that. That's not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at the split push coming out from Rio Silva on Vlad right there. He's clearing out the wave, making sure that the wave was pushing against TBM, and he went out to clear out the waves, and it's now pushing towards IKD now. So they have the Baron buff. They got Baron buff. All the lanes are pushing into the base right now of IKD, and IKD needs to stop this from happening. They need to stop all this push that's coming into them. There's everywhere minions coming in into. They need to protect this inhibitor turret right now.
I think TBM are pretty happy to play the stalling game all day long, though. I mean,
But then again, you have a Baron buff. You don't want to waste that Baron buff.
yeah, but you see, TBM, I don't think they want to try anything too crazy because they respect that.
They're going in. They're going really hard right now. Crescendo comes out, hit 2 players, but Kiko-chan goes down. Another champion goes down. One kill going down right now. And who's the focus right now? Gragas is focused by Shyvana right now. You're not going to do too much damage on the Gragas, especially with that turret kill right there. Oh, and Shyvana goes down. So now you're not getting away from this too. And double kill coming out. Oh, but look at that. Oh, the ace in the hole coming out from Caitlyn shuts down Matcha too. But that's a 3-for-1.
Corki does the best of making something out of a bad situation.
Yep.
Gets a double kill, but TBM looking quite dominant right now.
Very dominant right now. So a 3-for-2 kill. And yes, you shut down Corki. That's great for TBM. Oh my word, the Nexus inhibitor is already being the Nexus turret, I'm sorry, being pounded on by minions right now. This is not looking very good for IKD. And we can see the timer coming up. So Baron is up in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
So we'll probably be seeing TBM regrouping, looking to control the Baron area.
Right,
They
so
just got a dragon, so that's gonna increase the gold deficit.
yeah, for sure. And so if you look at the lanes right now, talk to me about the item builds right now.
Item builds. Oh, actually, interestingly, we see a Banshee's Veil coming out of Corki, as opposed to QSS coming out of Caitlyn. And the Banshee's Veil is pretty much a guaranteed safety net for at least one of the opposition's ultimates. So, he's going to be safe from a potential Malphite ult, from Vladimir ult.
Right.
A strong AOE Sona ult.
If you guys have been watching the Worlds or have been following a lot of other scenes, a Banshee Veil on an ADC is very, very, very popular in the LPL. I'm sorry, I don't even know my words now. LPL. So the China scene loves playing the Banshee Veil onto their ADC, and so I'm really loving to see how Matcha 2 is learning from that meta game in China as well and playing it onto the Japan scene here. IKD needs to make something happen right now. Sona is being caught out. Sona might get dropped right here. She takes out the Crescendo, but nope, she's going down, and that kill goes on to Matcha 2 on Corki again.
So Sona
How big does this guy want to get?
Paying the price for being out of position, and IKD just showing what they can do.
It's very
when you are out of position.
Exactly, it's very uncharacteristic of 9240 on Sona because he's such a wonderful support player. To get caught out on that, not very good. Especially around the Baron area, you need to have a lot of vision there.
Yep, definitely.
You're definitely going to get caught out. So Sona is down.
But even with Sona down, IKD, they can't do much about it. They can't capitalize.
Yeah, you can see how separated they are. I would think that they would want to push with 5 men versus 4, especially with Crescendo being down.
Yep.
That's a huge AoE crowd control.
Of course, with their mid inhibitor down,
that's true.
There's a trade-off.
Yeah, and they're not capitalizing off of that at all. And so TBM is still roaming around there. I'm not sure what they're planning to do. I think what they're doing is they are setting up for the Baron now. So we can see Shyvana stepping on top of a ward, so they know where Shyvana is. They know Shyvana has gone back. And so I think the next big thing is Baron. Obviously, Baron is live now. Baron is alive. TBM wants to get that Baron. I think what they're doing now is they want to bait Baron. And if they get a few kills off of that, they can potentially end this game right here.
And the vision control of Baron is going to allow them to pick the fights. And that's exactly what they want to do. They want to pick the fights. They can't allow themselves to get engaged on.
Right, so here we go. They have started on the Baron. Very, very fast for them to start on the Baron because a lot of the IKD players are already hot on their heels. Oh, but Baron is going down so fast. Baron is taken down. Let's Bounce comes in. Slingshot comes in, but no. Oh, Sona is taken out by Fiddlesticks, but here goes down. Zach goes down as well.
So that
Caitlyn
whole
is
fight,
chasing. Triple kill from Caitlyn and quadra kill from Caitlyn. Holy crap. The only person standing alive now is Jana. You're not going anywhere, Jana. May this be a delayed Panda. May I be a delayed Panda? They want this delayed Panda. No, they're not going for it. Oh, but a surrender vote comes out from IKD and TBM. Being the Season 1 champions, take this away. I'm really disappointed. I thought it's going to be a Panda kill for Caitlyn. But no, it's a surrender vote from IKD, and congratulations to TBM.
Well,
showing how much experience
Your prediction
counts.
came true.
There we go. TBM taking away the win right there.
We didn't quite see the same Corky snowball as last game. I think just to touch on that last fight, Gragas was forced to peel for Corky for the majority of that fight because Vladimir was basically sticking to Corky that entire fight. So I think that sort of allowed TBM to outnumber the rest of IKD. And
Yeah. No, they played so well in the middle and late game. Congratulations, TBM, anyway. So this is going to be it for us tonight because it's very late. It's 12:30 here. We all need to rush off for our last train. Thank you so much for you guys coming into the studio today. The next time we're going to be streaming, the English broadcast will be on the 30th of September with DETFM, our Season 2 champions, playing the Team Ozone Taiwan, a Taiwanese team. We are definitely going to stream the World's Championship from tomorrow night onwards, only on the Japanese stream though. So if you guys want to learn a little bit of Japanese, come by the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. You know, it's been a great night. 3 wonderful games that I've casted. Thank you, Jimmy,
Thank
for
you very much.
joining us today. Thank you, Corey, who has already gone home. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this stream. You can follow us on JCGLOL. You can follow me on my own Twitter. You can follow... No, Jimmy doesn't have his Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
He will set up a Twitter very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to all the teams that have won today. We are going to drop the brackets really soon, so we'll come back to you on that maybe probably in a few days or so. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all our sponsors, BenQ Japan, MSI Computer Japan, as well as Razer. And we'll see you guys next week or the day after tomorrow if you want to watch a Japanese stream. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night.
She's such a misfit, always ready to brawl. It's like her business, roughing up your friends. The law, there is no difference. If you believe you're strong, she's a bulldozer, making sure you flat on the ground.
So today I'm really excited because it's Corey and my first time practicing together. And so the first game is going to start at probably around 9-10 p.m. The first match will be O2 versus LSD. So, Corey, how's your first game is going to start at probably around 9-10 p.m. The first match will be O2 versus LSD. So, Corey, how's your first game is going to start at
really
around
excited
9-10 p.m. The first match will be O2
I hope you stick around.
So, Corey, how's your first game? Right. So we're gonna stream 3 games today. So the first match is gonna be at 9-10 p.m. with O2 versus LSD. The second game, the first game is gonna be IKD versus so we're gonna Targo, my stream bad. The 3 second game will start at 10 p.m. Which the first match is gonna be at 9, and the last game of the day will be IKD versus the second game. The first game is gonna be IKD versus Targo. Season 1 champions at 10 p.m. And if we can go into a little bit more, the second match is O2 versus LSD. O2 is actually the sister team of Disney, so we're very looking forward. If we can go, as well as LSD as well, which is also known as Love LSD. O2 is actually they disbanded and now they have a new team put together. And the new team put together is actually really well because they have Mirabis, who's also a player from Peach Server All Stars, as well as Interesting, who is the manager for Rampage, Japan, a very, very popular team here in Japan. So how well do you know this? As well as Interesting, who is the manager for Rampage, Japan, a very, very popular team here in Japan. So how well do you know as well as Interesting? A lot more than that actually. So yeah. A lot more than that actually. So yeah. Yes. I know, me too, because the teams we're actually going to broadcast today's stream today are streams that are very, very different, and I've never really seen them before as well. I don't know them very well, I don't know the players, and I'm really excited to go into it. Obviously, we all know Destination Asset. It's very, very different, and I've never really seen them before. The Beast I don't know them very well, I don't know the players, and Peace of All Stars, who did fantastic streams that are very, very different, and I've never really seen finals, as well as Object Oriented O2, which is, like I said before, fantastic sister team. Alright, and I think we are about, as well as Object Game, to go, which be in a spectator mode as well. Fantastic sister team. Alright, and I think we are about, as well as Object Game, to go, which be in a spectator mode as well. Fantastic sister team. Alright, which game is it, Corey? Did I just ask that? Yes. Fantastic. Alright, which game is it, Corey? Okay. Yes. Alright. Fantastic. I apologize, everyone. We're trying to get into the game. And I'm denied from the game. This is not going according to plan. I apologize, everyone. We're trying to get into the game. And I'm denied from the game. Oh, I'm in, but I'm actually playing the game. I apologize. Definitely not something that. Denied from the game. Oh, I'm in, but I'm actually playing the game. Definitely not something that. Right. I apologize. Oh, the music is too loud. Oh, that's making Hi everyone, yes, so we're streaming here in Tokyo, Japan. Here in our studios in Tokyo. I know everyone's really excited from the World Championship. Obviously, I watched the entire game this morning from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. this I know everyone's really excited from so amazing to see Gambit come back from that defeat against Iron the previous day and to win out the tiebreaker and to go into the quarterfinals. So obviously now the brackets have been opened up and we're so excited to actually be streaming actually for us the game from tomorrow. And I'm going to try to get into the game again. And no, my game is be streaming actually for us the game to spectate it from my side and again. And no, my game is be streaming for us the game.
But yeah, we are, looks like we have all members of the teams here lined up, ready to go.
my game is
We'll be jumping in here very, very shortly. Getting ready. Yeah, we are set up. We have all members of the teams here lined up, ready to go. It looks real exciting. We'll be jumping in
Yes,
very,
I
very
have no idea why
shortly.
because I cannot get into game. And
Teams here lined up, ready to
so
go.
yes, I'm gonna leave this to Corey for
Yeah,
a
so
moment.
we'll jump in on
Yes,
this
I have
computer.
no idea why because I cannot get
And
into game.
there's a workaround if
And
there isn't a spectator spot open. We can
So yes,
deal with
I'm gonna
that
leave
later.
this to Corey for
Yeah,
a
so
moment.
we'll start.
Yes,
Right.
I have
We're
no
gonna
idea
just go
because I
from
cannot
here.
get into
And
game.
there's ways to get in.
And
If there isn't a spectator spot, the run console.
So yes,
deal
I'm
with
gonna
that
leave this
later.
to
While we
Corey
work
for
on
a
that,
moment.
we can take a look.
Yes,
We
right.
have
I have
teams
no
lining
idea
up.
because I cannot get
And
into game.
everybody's getting in here. We've got the run console. Tacos, Maya, Nozarashi, Blue Toss,
Yes, right. I have no idea because I
51.
cannot get into
And on the other side, Dark getting in here. We've got Nabit, Matcha 2, and Kiki-chan, Nozarashi. So this should be exciting. We're gonna be starting real soon here. on the
Yeah.
other side.
Okay. So we're gonna go into a quick break before the stream starts. Before she, because I think there's a lot of. Okay, no, we're going straight into picks and bans. So let's go into picks and ban phase. Stream start. Everyone is complaining that there's a little bit of an echo on the background. We're going straight into picks and bans. So we're going to go into picks and ban phase. Someone's streaming the background, I think. I will definitely let somebody know. Complaining that there's a little bit of that person is. And picks and ban. So we're going to go into picks and ban phase. Someone's streaming the background, I think. I will definitely let somebody know. But okay, let's just
All right,
go
anyway,
straight
it looks
into
like
the
we already
picks
have the
and
bans
ban.
coming out here right away. Thresh being taken away.
Someone's streaming the background.
Of course,
right?
nobody. I haven't seen Thresh.
No. Okay, let's just
All right,
go
anyway,
straight
good.
into
We
the
already
picks
have
and
the
ban. Yes,
bans
of course,
coming out
and the
right
Zat ban. I mean, if you
Both
guys
being
have been
taken
watching
away.
the Worlds,
Of
Zat
course,
has not
nobody-
been
nobody-
allowed
I haven't
in.
seen Thresh.
Well, 90% of
Okay,
games,
let's
obviously.
go.
TSN. Yes, of course, and the Zat ban. I mean, if you guys have been
Yeah.
watching Zat, but Zat Baker came back. Well, SKT came back with obviously Ribbon as the counter pick, so that's nobody wants that. And Caitlyn ban.
Caitlyn coming out. That's just somebody you don't want to lane against.
No.
It doesn't matter who's in lane. Caitlyn is going to bully
Right,
whoever's
so
down there.
obviously she has the longest AD range, and so you don't want to lane against
Right.
her in the early game. And so Aatrox ban is really good as well because, you know, I think the top lane definitely don't want to deal with that revive passive.
Yeah.
And Aatrox really can come in with a tower dive really early in the game. I think people don't like that as well. And so we have a Shen ban and a Draven ban, which
So
is...
the Shen is not surprising to me,
Right.
and I don't think it should be for anybody. But Draven, why are we seeing Draven here?
It's really odd for me to see. I think it's something that maybe it's just personally wise they don't want to play against a Draven because you know
Right.
they think hey he might be a little bit too strong against the lane, and so yeah. But our first pick come out with a Corki, which I'm definitely not surprised with.
Not at all. With the Triforce changes, Corki being picked a lot recently. And actually, here we go on the other side. You and I were just talking about this. Who do you see in support? Who has been carrying everybody in the championship series? Zyra.
Zyra, no, obviously a Corki, right? Because with that Trinity Force now, I mean, he is just unstoppable at lane right now, and obviously. Corki is a AD carry that pushes the lane on its own. Automatically, he pushes the lane because of his skills. And so, yeah, Zyra, I mean, she is a
Right.
crowd control champion support. One of the best supports is coming out now. And obviously, a Vayne.
There's Vayne, of course. With that Zyra pick, she's going to be able to keep Vayne safe. Anytime they try and go all in on her, you're going to see those grasping roots come out. And it should allow Vayne to get away and just kind of do her farm in this lane, hopefully.
Right, so Zyra's really aggressive as well. She's aggressive, and yet she can defend
Right.
her ADC, and so it's a really good pick. And Ahri. We
Not
love
surprised.
an Ahri. I mean, she is one of the most highest pick assassins right now in mid.
She's just so good, and she
Right.
does everything, really.
Right, so she's one of the top 3 assassin champions right now in the mid lane, and you know she can really push out really well. But look at the next pick they have.
Trundle.
No,
not a Trundle.
Here we go,
Oh,
Nami.
yep, of course, that was a troll. Trundle the troll.
Right, so Nami is...
So let's see how that's going to play up in this lane with a Corki. Well, she's going to be able to heal them if they do take any damage. Again, the way you're not going to see a lot of aggressive Vayne play, I think, but at the same time, when the Condemn comes out of Vayne, you've got Nami there to kind of diffuse any of the situation. Very similar with Zyra,
Right.
who can kind of go a little aggressive, play a little defensive. It's kind of going to help reset the lane for both sides here with the
That's true,
supports.
that's true. Yeah, and Nami as well, one of the most popular picks here in Japan for Nami.
Yeah.
It's either a Sona, a Nami, or a Thresh. But I'm really excited to see the Zyra because Japanese players don't like to play Zyra that much. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And here we go, an Oriana. No.
Nope.
Nope.
You've been tricked again.
Troll all day long. And so, an Anivia. I've never seen an Anivia. Well, it's not locked in yet, so...
Yeah, we could see. I don't know if you want to pick any... Oh, but there it is. Locked in.
An Anivia, wow.
Playing Anivia up against that Ari.
I mean-
Anivia is not the fastest champion.
No, she... well, when it comes to late game and mid game, you know, Anivia can really clear waves really fast.
Right.
And Anivia is one of the best champions to... If you're under attack really badly and you're back in game, it's a really good champion to clear waves, and that wall can catch people out, or, you know, if you can do an initiative with that. So it's really good. Look at the AoE that they have, right? They have Anivia's wall. Oh, the
Anivia's
crowd
wall.
control.
Yeah, well, and here we have...
Zyra.
They're finishing their team comp up with a Lee Sin and Mr. Crocodile, Renekton here. So that's actually going to be the Zyra combo into an Anivia ult. It's just going to keep everybody in the same area and take all that damage from the Anivia ultimate. Well, you have Renekton, who's probably going to build a Sunfire. He's going to sit in the middle with Dominus. Oh, no, it's not going to be Renekton.
Troll all day long.
Oh, man. We are getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, my word.
We can take a look at the other side. They are locked.
Okay, all right, let's just take a look at that. Zac and a Fiddlesticks. Wow.
Yeah,
That's very interesting. Okay, so Zac, definitely, okay, that's a revive passive you have up there. He's a big bully in lane, you know. He can really jump in and jump out. He can dive in. I'm really confused about the Fiddlesticks,
So we've been seeing a lot of Fiddlesticks, but support Fiddlesticks, right?
Yeah, no.
And this is not going to be a support Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, we can show you what the summoners are as of now.
Unless Nami goes somewhere. But I would guess Nami is the support here. And we'll see who ends up going top, who ends up jungling. It'll be interesting. On the other side, we have switches coming out. The final pick was Yorick. A good, solid pick.
Right.
Yorick's going to sustain in lane forever.
Right. Yeah. So, and I'm really liking both teams, but I'm really liking the red team a little bit more because of. But Yorick, I
know it's really hard to pick. One Vayne is scary. Two Vaynes are twice as scary.
No, yes, for sure. So, okay, so we have the team names switched up right now. I'm sorry, just now we had the team names wrong because that was actually for the next game. And so here we have AKD versus Takosu. If you guys cannot read Japanese, it's pronounced as tacos.
On the red side there.
Right. Okay, and so, yeah, I like both teams very much, but I might lean against towards the blue. I'm sorry, I might lean against the blue team actually because I love Ari as a champion.
Yeah, no, I really like their composition.
The composition,
here.
Yes, of course.
You have a Fiddlesticks ultimate. You can initiate with Nami's tidal wave. Zac's going to jump in, disrupt. All the while, Corki's going to be doing his AoE damage with his missiles on top of everybody, and Ari can dash around the whole fight, throw her Orb of Deception inside.
Yes,
and
it's such a good team to escape as well.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't catch them.
No,
you can catch Fiddlesticks, and that's
right,
about
so
it.
Fiddlesticks is
but
running.
even his fear.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's like,
hey,
like,
come
fear
catch
you
me.
and, like,
No, just kidding. See you later.
And so Fiddlesticks is running a teleport as well. So he's going to be in top lane.
Yeah.
That's what we're seeing right now. It's going to be Fiddlesticks top lane. And so he's going to definitely come down when he's level 6 and be like, surprise!
Yeah, I'm excited. It has
Right.
been a long time since I have seen Fiddle outside of a 2v1 lane.
That's true. That's true. And we can take a look at the other side. We have Yorick with a teleport as well. That's really interesting. I haven't seen a Yorick with a teleport much.
Yeah.
Well, not in competitive play, of course.
But it'll give him the map control. It'll allow him, well, to counter the Fiddlesticks teleport is going to be one of the big uses for that teleport. So you can see Vayne, of course, coming out with Cleanse. You don't ever want to be caught as a Vayne.
Yeah. But what about this Anivia versus Ari in mid lane?
Until level 6, especially, that's going to be a real hard lane for Anivia. I just don't... We'll have to see how it plays out, but
Yeah.
I would never want to play an Anivia versus an Ari.
No. I mean, but if you take a look at whenever I think of Anivia, who comes to mind?
Froggen.
Yeah.
Of course.
The bird, man. We
Mr.
love
Froggen.
Froggen. So obviously it's not going to be Froggen on this Anivia, but I'm really excited to see this Ari versus Anivia matchup because both are such powerful champions on their own. But I am going to take the blue side for today.
Yeah.
Corey, what's your pick?
You know what? I'm going to throw my my support, not support, but I think IKD will be probably... I like their team composition better,
Right.
so we'll see how it plays out, but I'll give my tip of the hat. over here to the blue side.
So nobody's going to play devil's advocate today. Nobody's going to take the other team. But yeah, so the casters for us today, we're going to go with IKD on the blue side. So we have Darts on Zac, Mugun on Ari in the mid lane, and Nabit going to be on support on Nami, Machatu, who is going to be on Corki as ADC, and Kikuchan as the top laner
Yeah.
playing Fiddlesticks, who's going to be on the red side.
So over here for Takosu, we have Takosu there, the man himself on Lee Sin in the jungle. Maya on Zyra down there. Nozarashi playing on Yorick. Vayne is going to be blue toss. And on Anivia, we have
Uzume.
51. I couldn't remember his number. It's like Uzume 51. So there we go. We're going to get the game started here.
Right, so we're going to go back to our big screen. We're gonna
All
have
right.
the limelight to us for a little bit. So I want to just give a shout out because to our sponsors, obviously, JCG is sponsored by BenQ Japan, Razer, as well as MSI Computer Japan as well. So thank you to all the sponsors. You guys are awesome. Okay, so back to it. I just want to give a big shout out as well to Riot Games because from tomorrow onwards, we are going to be the official broadcaster for the Japanese language of the World Championship Season 3. So we are going to broadcast the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals, but it's all going to be in Japanese. So for you out there, or Japanese people out there, or even foreigners out there who want to, learn the Japanese a little bit, come by, watch us, stream in Japanese.
It's your chance. You like League, you want to learn Japanese? JCG is the place to do it.
Yeah, so, and another quick shout out before the game starts, and we're going to start real soon. On the 30th of September, next Monday, I think, we're going to play an international show match between our Japanese team as well as a Taiwan team called Team Ozone Taiwan. We're going to really give the information out real soon because we're going to go into game really, really fast, so I'm going to come back to that real soon. But 30th of September, you guys want to miss it. It's going to be me and Corey again.
Yeah.
Streaming, casting that game. And we're going to have it in English and Japanese.
Yeah, so that's next Monday. Stop by. It should be a good time.
It should be a good time. I'm really excited because we've never played a Taiwan team before.
Yeah.
And apparently this Taiwan team is going to be playing in a Garena-sponsored professional tournament next year against big name like TPA, Taipei Assassins, Taipei Snipers, the Gamania Bears, who is in the LCS Worlds, who is going to be playing SKT next week, right? Next Tuesday against, Gamania Bears versus SKT, which is going to be quite interesting because we haven't seen Gamania Bears on the world stage yet.
Right. So there's teams like the Gamania Bears. For me, I'm a big NA region fan.
Right, because you're from America.
Of course. But we have, some of the bigger teams you hear from EU and you hear teams from Korea. I think teams like the Gamania Bears, like in the oceanic regions and even the Chinese regions, I think a lot of people were surprised by OMG. And so I'm excited to see these Gamania Bears come out. And what can they do?
No, yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm going to try getting into game myself again. So how do we do this?
So this is the workaround to get into a game is you actually have to use an external website.
A summoner has disconnected.
Which
which we are in game.
We are in game.
We are in game.
We'll be jumping in here really soon. Let me come over here. Let's try and get this running as well. Oh boy.
So we have a quick pause in the game because one of the players has been disconnected, so the game has been paused. But we're gonna get back to it real soon. So give us just a little bit of time while we get this player back in the game. So I'm trying to get into the game because the spectator mode is completely full because we are casting both in English and Japanese today. And I couldn't get into game. Obviously, I'm being trolled and left out, as usual. But yes, so now Corey is being super nice and trying to help me get into game.
So yeah, there's a trick you can use. There's various websites that'll show you who's in game, and it'll give you your run command to actually go spectate the game from the LOL client. However, we are getting an error when we paste this into the run command. Interesting. Cool. New mysteries for everybody
All right,
here.
I will just
Yeah,
watch
so
from your account. So we're gonna move this just a
That's
little
all right.
bit towards me.
Yeah, we'll have to try and sort that out between
Yeah.
games.
Definitely, we will do that. So we are definitely still in a pause because one of the players have been. Oh,
Yep.
here
All
we
right.
go.
So here we go. We're gonna resume play in 3, 2, 1. Let's get this game started.
Okay, so everybody, welcome to the JCG stream here in English. It's going to be JCG Premier League Season 3 Day 1, IKD versus Tacos. IKD in the blue side, on the red team, it will be Tacos. All right, take us away.
All right. So let's take a look at the teams here. I am not entirely familiar with the level 1 strategy, so this will be very exciting to see what comes out here. You see a lot of wards on the supports here. So that we'll see if they happen to invade. Let's take a look here as they head into the river. The ward comes down.
Right, so the river ward is definitely something that a lot of teams are doing. So what we see the Korean team likes to do, like for example Ozone, they like to go all the way really deep into
And
the
put that-
lane and
right.
put a ward there. So
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Here we go.
So
a stun comes out,
the stun
and they're
comes
going
out.
for this. They
This
are.
could be. Oh, the bubble lands. A lot of damage coming out onto this Anivia. Zach is in the middle of things. Zyra is split off.
But
Looks
no,
like they'll be able to walk away.
they're gonna walk away with this, but it's actually very chaotic, very messy. Level 1, luckily no one got caught really badly. So what happened was the blue side didn't put a ward there, or they got there a little bit too late. So obviously everybody knows if you're in a competitive game, you have to buy your items really
Fast.
fast. Don't
Yeah.
waste time into that. And so level 1 save.
So I
Wards
don't know if you
placed
actually saw it there, but on the purple side, Tacos only had 3 people in that bush. So before the ward came down, they saw all 5 members coming to visit them, and Anivia threw out that stun, which gave away their position, and they kind of had to back up because they didn't have a full team. And then everything got a little hectic. We had bubbles coming out. We had charms landing. So Ari did actually, I think, start level 1 with the charm there. For the jungle invade, we'll see not the most useful laning skill,
Right,
but
right.
you just got to get to level 2 as fast as you can there.
Yeah, so a lot of the spells we used, and a few summoners were burned. No, I'm lying. I am lying straight to my teeth. There is no summoners that were burned. But let's look at the team that are going to lane. So there is a lane swap coming up in the mid lane. Now we have Anivia playing against the bottom two. So we have Corky and Nami laning against an Anivia, and Ari is going to go down in the bottom lane playing against
A Yorick,
Yorick.
down
So
there.
It's going to be really, really interesting. I don't know if Ari is going to do okay bot because she's quite cut off from everyone else.
Yeah.
But it's good because, you know, they have dragon control, right?
Yeah, they do have the members closer down there here on the blue side. So I'm really interested, actually, to see if we can take a look here on top lane. We have the 2v1. Fiddle, I don't know how he's going to do up here.
No, because Fiddle's, he can CS really well early game, but then again, he has a really good sustain, right?
Right, so he
can
does
be
have the sustain, but he's going to take a lot of damage.
He's going to take a lot of damage, especially if he tries to heal himself. Then Zyra's gonna come and be like, grasping roots, here you go. I'm gonna catch you.
Right, that's the biggest thing about his sustain is when you sustain his fiddlesticks with drain, you can't move.
No. Yes, exactly. So that's going to be really hard for him, I would think. So
It takes away a lot of that incentive to actually want to do that.
I think Anivia's gonna be fine middle.
Yeah,
mid
it'll be
lane.
interesting to see. I think Fiddle might actually have a little easier time in terms of farming under turret with his bird bouncing around on everything. And until Anivia hits that level 6, she's going to have a little bit of trouble as well farming under the middle turret.
Right, right. Oh,
So
here
you
we
can
go.
actually see Zach. He's double buffed. He's waiting in the wings. Level 3 Vayne. She's in real deep.
He
Just
is going. He
the
is
jump
go-
comes. Ooh, that is a lot of damage. The ignite comes out. It's cleansed, however. I think she'll get away from this. Will Zyra. Fiddle's not going to follow it up.
They're going super aggressive on it. I am really surprised. So there we go. A summoners was burned. So Zyra flashed out. No, Zyra didn't flash out.
No, it was
oh,
Vayne.
Vayne
Both of
flashed
her
out.
summoners are down there.
Yeah, so
Cleansing the ignite damage.
that's going to be a long, long wait for the summoners to be available again. So what's going to happen now is that it's going to be open for Zac to come in for a counter gang again really, really soon
Right.
before that flash comes back up again.
Right. A lot of people forget that. In solo queue, you get people, oh, the failure gank. They're not dead. Well, Vayne doesn't have a flash. Vayne doesn't have a cleanse.
Nope.
So when you come back, she's not going to be able to do it again.
Oh, but thank God that Vayne has the tumble, right? So she can tumble away from different
Right.
things. But then again, it's one. If you have like three But Lee Sin
In
is
the
coming in
middle
from the
lane, here
back.
comes Lee Sin.
Nami is very, very caught out. She
I
is
think they're going to be able to
completely
walk away,
separated.
though. Oh, but here comes Lee Sin, going to put the damage down. Zac is there to turn things around. This is a 2v3 now in the mid lane. Exhaust comes out. Corki is Valkyring into the fight. Will that be enough? There it is. That was actually the red buff ticking as he went over the wall. And that will be first blood.
First blood for Corki. How much more do you want? How much more fantastic can this be for IDK? I mean, Corki gets the red buff given to him.
He gets the red buff there. Yeah, excuse me.
Gets the red buff, and he gets first blood. So this is really, really good. Lee Sin just going in so deep against that, and that was a magnificent play by Zac because he was there at the time.
Zac
And
was
here we
there,
see,
and here we have more damage coming out in the mid lane.
and a fantastic flash from
Flash
Anivia
comes out.
there. The bubble misses as well. So, but there we go. Anivia doesn't have flash right now, but thank God she has a Ache as a passive.
Right, which is a very nice. You have actually to kind of counteract the Zac revive passive. We've got two champions here who are going to be given a little extra time before they die in a final death throw.
Right,
there.
so if we can look at this now, because of the first blood that was given away, we have about a 400 gold lead for IDK on the blue side. And a huge... Maybe we want to change up the...
Yeah, so if we want to take a look at the goal down here.
Yes, well, let's just change up, you know, the team, the lanes as well, right, so we can know, like,
Sure, yeah.
everything. So I think there's a bit of a CS lead for... IDK as well, because they have a 300, 400 goal lead. They might come from first blood as well. And Tacos is not going... They're going a little bit aggressive right now on the top lane, but I would think that the lanes would be going a lot more aggressive, a lot more faster, but it's actually quite a slow-paced game with 1 kill at 6 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yeah, but you're seeing a lot of the push coming out from the top lane because they're just able to bully the Fiddlesticks, and there's a lot of damage. The Silver Bolt's coming across. Is it going to be enough to flash? Ooh, flash comes out of Fiddle. Flash from Zaya with the auto attack. Goodbye, Fiddlesticks.
Goodbye, Fiddlesticks is right under his own turret. That is not fun for him, for sure.
If you're not safe there, you're not safe
You're
anywhere.
not safe anywhere. So here we go. We're going to have the bottom side, well, the top two right now. They're going to go really aggressive and taking out the top turret. I'm not sure if they're able to take it down, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have really good damage.
They get a lot of
on that
damage on
turret.
that, and I don't know if we actually saw that because there's so much going on right now with the pushes and the steals. Zac actually went to the enemy blue buff there, and I think they gave it over to Corki.
Ooh.
So it was stolen
yeah.
away. Lee Sin was in the area, but with Nami, Corki, and Zac over there, he wasn't able to contest it. And
Right.
Corki with blue buff.
So Corki is one of the AD champions that has AP, right? So we have seen Corki running with a sorcerer's shoes.
Which
so that's really
puts
really
out the extra damage, yeah.
So with a blue buff, it's going to be not very fun for a Anivia to be laning against.
And on top of that, Corki is now 6. And one reason you give Corki the blue buff is his missile cooldown.
Right.
He's going to be able to fire those missiles. Not only does he store them faster, but he's able to cast it faster, which means more damage for Corki. The other part of that is with Corki and that blue buff, it means Anivia doesn't have it.
Nope, yes, no. That's right, the biggest thing. Anivia doesn't have it. You don't want to give away the blue buff. Stealing away is perfect. So, Ari misses a charm there. So bottom side is not really having a lot of action
A little quiet.
coming out.
Lee Sin coming down here. Ari is playing far enough back that she should be okay.
So Ari is level 7. She has a spirit rush. She can escape. She's really, really good at escaping, right? She can peel off really well. So that's going to be really... Oh, here we go. Pink ward war
They're
coming
clearing
up.
out the dragon. You can actually see the in the top lane, we're missing the tower. It did end up going down.
Right, so first turret goes to Tacos on the purple side. And so here we go. A Baron Dance, sorry. Dragon Dance.
They are gathering around the dragon. Here comes the teleport out from Yorick. Are they going to be able to put... They're putting a lot of damage down here on Zac.
So they're not going to focus on Dragon. They're going to really, really push
Try and pull it out. However, Anivia getting caught out. She is egged.
And she's going to go down. Goodbye, Anivia.
So a good job of turning that around. Anivia tried to come help with that fight going around Dragon.
Right, and so Anivia, before we saw that she actually flashed out, and so she did not have flash. Okay.
All right, we're just going to make sure we've got colorblind mode on here so we can keep track of the red team instead. Much easier to see, not only for colorblind, but for hopefully everybody. So Vayne is back here now in the bottom lane.
Right.
They took that turret, so she can kind of come down here and push another one.
Right, so the turret scores is still 0-1. One obviously given to Tacos on the red side. And
Oh, Fiddle Ultimate. Hello, Lee Sin.
Lee Sin going really low, and he kicks over. He plays away, jumps over to
the
Anivia.
safeguard. Anivia, what a kind bird.
It's like, come over to me, son. I'm going to protect you. And we have Vayne and Zyra going back to the bottom lane and putting damage on this turret. This turret is going down really
Yeah,
quickly.
Ari's making her way down there, but
That's almost half life off the turret with just one push. That's really, really impressive. But the top lane is actually not pushing really, really hard, obviously,
right.
because
So
no
there's
one
actually
is there.
nobody there.
A lot of roam coming up right now, and we saw that dragon right now, and dragon is still up. No one went to
Right.
take the dragon in the
So
air.
if we take a look at that, it's
But-
actually being started here now by Tacos. There is a pink ward, however, here. So they know it's being taken. Zach is waiting in the wings. We'll
Yep.
see if he is able to. The ultimate comes out from Nami. Not doing a whole lot, but they're making their way down. Looks like Dragon will fall.
And nope, no, still there. Lee Sin takes the dragon safely, and they are going aggressive. Nope, I'm lying again. They're not going to go aggressive.
You can see Ari's actually coming from the bottom lane. Is anything going to come out of this? Ultimate comes out from Zach across two members. Flash has to come from Yorick, but he falls to Mr. Corky.
Corky's doing super well in this game. Obviously, we know that he's going to do well. So a 3-0-0 for Corky right now. All 3 kills are onto him. This is not good. Oh, and Ari goes really, really, really
Oh,
aggressive
Ari
on
going
it.
in deep. The ultimate comes out from Zyra. However, you actually see she gets condemned out of the Zyra ultimate.
And so a lot of ultimates are being burned there. So Ari just went ahead and go and used a Spirit Rush. She wasn't able to do a one-shot on Zyra right there, and Zyra had to use her
Flash
Wild-
is
right.
down as well as the wild growth. So did get 2 big cooldowns out of that. We're going to go pause here for just a moment, make sure everybody's connecting okay. So if we can just step back here.
My
we
bad,
had-
it's not Wild Growth, I'm sorry. We lied again. It's Strangletones.
Strangletones.
Strangletones, yes. Wild Growth is Lulu's ultimate.
Make sure we have our support straight.
Right.
Here.
And we have a quick pause right there. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have that game back up really, really soon.
So if we're going to take a step back here really quick. Tacos was actually able to take that dragon. However, in the ensuing chaos afterwards, Tacos actually lost Yorick to the ignite and the damage from Corky.
Yeah. So
Dragon worth the kill, I would say. However, conversely on that, Corky now has 3 kills. Corky's also up 25 farm on Vayne.
right, so it's a huge lead for Corky right now. They need first thing the Tacos need to do is shut down that Corky. You know, he's been given red buff, he's been given blue buff, he's got all 3 kills. I mean, this Corky is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting. If you take a look on Corky, recently you see a lot of people rushing straight for that Trinity Force, and he's got his Phage for the movement speed. However, after the Phage there, you can see the BF sword for
coming
the
in.
damage.
Right.
So he just wants to deal straight damage right now with the auto attacks, with his spells. I'm sure the Trinity's going to come next or soon, but it's not a rush build here.
Right.
We're kind of seeing a little bit extra damage just from straight attack damage here.
That's true. And if you look at the mid lane, it's pushed up really, really far, even to the inner turret right there. And I'm pretty sure the inner turret is going to go down really fast. We can't see right now because the game is paused. But the red team, the Tacos, is actually really close by, so they might be able to save this because Spirit Rush is not available for Ari right now, and so they might be able to counter them really, really well. What they need to do is Anivia needs to put down a really good wall
Yeah.
and have a really good stun come out and make sure that Zyra ultimate hits at least 2 or 3 person. But then again, Zyra just used the
Right,
Strangling
so she's not going to
Taunts.
have that. Anivia's really just got to try and get some of her AoE clear down here and keep him away from that turret. Because this is, again, all the result of that dragon.
Right.
They picked up the kill. In addition to the kill, they picked up that tower. They're moving on to tower number 2.
And here we go. We're back in the game, and this tower is going to go down.
Yeah,
this
that's-
turret.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm sorry. All right, so it's now a really huge lead for IDK right now. So they're 2-1 up in turrets, and it's not just 2-1 up in turrets. They have the middle in the turret.
They have the blue timer. There
They
it goes
have-
across to Ari. Again, sad Anivia.
I'm sorry, Anivia. I mean, it's not good if your mid AP player doesn't have a blue buff. You
No.
need that refresh really quickly, especially for Anivia as well.
Yeah, they were just pushed so far back, and we have the blue timer.
Right.
So they were right there as soon as it popped up. Hard to keep that on your own side.
Exactly. So what happens is now Tacos does not have a timer on the blue buff, which is really dangerous because you don't want to be counter jungled so hard that you lose your buffs as well. And look at the goal lead right now. It's about 1,000 goal lead, so it's not too much. But if you look at the power difference right now, Cork is really ahead
Yeah.
of Vayne, even in CS and in kills. So Vayne needs to really work hard and try to keep up with the CS right now.
So yeah, you mentioned that 1,000 gold lead, and if we take a look at the gold scores here, Corky is about 1,300 gold up on Vayne. So that's where the gold is. It's
Right.
all on Corky with the 3 kills, of course. That's not who you want
That's not
with
who
the
you
kills
want,
if you
no.
are Tacos here.
And Yorick's getting
Oh,
really...
the bubble just misses.
Oh,
Run away, Yorick. Run away.
run away. The troll has to run away.
So their own blue buff coming across here to Fiddlesticks, who can also make very good use of the blue buff. The CDR, the mana regen. He's going to use that and push out the top lane.
Right, so what's happening with Nami right now is she's not having 100% weight on her Aqua Prison, her bubble. So Nami really needs to land the Aqua Prison. Obviously, it's going to be really hard to land the Aqua Prison. Everybody's been complaining about how hard it is to actually land the Aqua Prison, especially here in Japan where we have about 120 ping.
Yeah.
We're pretty back with latency with the ping, so it's going to be a little bit harder to play Nami, as well as to play Lee Sin, Those ward kicks, not going to be very easy to do when you have
Yeah.
that much lag.
No insec here. We don't have our own servers in Japan, so playing on NA, and that ping makes it a little harder. You get used to it, but
It's going to be really interesting when we have our own client one day and be like, oh, wait.
I can do this.
This is actually really easy. Right, so the kills are still not a lot of kills right now, 3-1. And this turret might go down, but
Ooh,
Ari
the
hits
charm
a
comes out. It has to be cleansed.
and
Wow, that was
kicks
very
her.
interesting. But they're going to continue to follow it up. Zach is here as well. Ari going really low, actually, with the Ignite and the plant. She's going to get a heal from Nami.
Right.
So Zach
She's
actually...
going to use a Spirit Rush,
Oh,
she
but look
doesn't-
who's here from behind.
Here we go. Yorick comes in and manages
Another
to take
teleport.
down
Here's
Ari.
the Fiddle teleport. The Fiddle ultimate. He has to flash to get in range. This could be a dead Yorick.
It could be, but he might be able to escape. Yorick is one very tough job. No!
Oh, here comes Zach. The
Zach!
ultimate comes out. That's going to be a dead Yorick.
Zach slingshots all the way to Yorick.
Ooh, Nami.
It's like, you're not gonna get away from me. Come back here, you troll. And Yorick goes down.
So that looked like it might have been a fight where everybody gets away, but Darts here had none of that.
Nope. It's like, you're not getting away. And so they are hungry for the kills right there.
A kill and a turret. And Lee Sin, he lands his Q, but I don't know if he wants to 1v1
No.
Corky right now.
Nobody wants a 1v1 Corky right now. So that was a really good counterplay from IDK because they were getting really... No, actually, it was a play all the way from IDK. Ari got really low, but Zach came in. Fiddle came in, everybody came in. So it
Yeah,
was a
Zach
butt
just had
party.
really good presence of mind to be there. Ari hit the charm under turret on Vayne, who had to cleanse out of it. And Zach was there to follow it up. So, yeah, IDK just really good positioning, good awareness, using that teleport to counter the teleport.
Right, so it's really good sense from IDK right now. They have really good laning potential right now. Well, the laning phase is actually over, but each individual lane is doing very well. None of the lanes are losing. And Ari is doing really well here. She is hitting her charms pretty well. Only Nami. I would say Nami is the only one that's not getting up to speed with everyone. But she's doing well on her own, She has, let's look at it. She has 4 assists. She's participating in all of the kills.
Absolutely. If your job as the support is to help your AD carry, and your AD carry is 3-0, even if you're not hitting Aqua Prisons, you got to feel good about yourself.
You gotta feel good about yourself. And Fiddlesticks
Zach
actually
coming
going
down.
for-
Vayne is alone here. Nami coming from behind. Vayne should be able to 1v1 Fiddle, but this is not a 1v1.
Oh, this is a 3v1. Vayne, you got baited and you are going to go.
Rampage.
Oh, wow, and another kill picked up. Anivia going down. Zyra could very well go down as well. Double kill on
Double
Corki.
kill on Corki. 5-0-0. This is not looking good for Tacos right
And
now.
here's the dragon.
Obviously, we're going to have a dragon pickup from IDK. They're not going to let that go. And so that was really baited. That was all I can say, baited.
Yeah, I don't know why Vayne ended up, I guess she did. They don't have ward coverage, so she didn't see
No.
anybody coming to get her, but she was pushed really far.
So obviously wards are so important. Vision, you need to have that vision control, especially when you have a Zac running around, a Fiddle running around. He's going to ultimate you if you don't have any ward control.
Right, and Nami actually, so we talk about, oh, maybe she can't hit her rune prisons. Don't need to hit your rune prisons when you've got an oracles and you are clearing the map. There is not a single ward on the, no, there's one ward in the mid lane right now.
Isn't it so sad
For
to just hear
Tacos,
one ward?
And that's not really their fault. They just got all of their wards cleared right now.
And obviously you have a Lee Sin. Lee Sin carries his own ward, so you need to have that vision control, especially when you have a Lee Sin on the opposite side. He just gives up so much ward for vision for his own team as
Right.
well.
So yeah, you see Lee Sin pick up that Sightstone a lot. Not only for vision, but to be Mr. Fancy as well. But it is the vision that really does help. And when your wards are being killed within a minute of being placed.
That's true. Oh wait, my bad. Lee Sin is actually on the red side. So
Yeah.
no, but
So his wards are not
right, but
lasting long.
that not lasting very, very long. But so yeah, so the red side, Tacos is actually dishing out a lot more wards now, which is really good. Obviously, they know themselves that, okay, guys, we need to have this vision control. We cannot get caught out again. Vayne cannot be caught up by 3-person
Right.
right on the board. So what should Tacos do right now? What should the red side do right now to kind of get a little bit of control back for them in this game?
So they're only 3,000 gold down, which for 5 kills is, it could be a lot worse. So what they've got to do is start picking their fights smart. They've got to pick smart fights. They've got to get control of the vision back, which is going to be really hard to do. You can really only just keep placing wards and hope that those wards stay up.
Right.
You've just got to try and keep your lanes pushed. At this point, you kind of want to get a lot more farm on Anivia. You got to get her big, because the bigger she gets, Anivia is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Anivia and Vayne are definitely 2 late game carries.
Right.
So if you can keep getting them farmed, keep them safe, at this point, if I were Tacos, I might want to try and stall it a little bit.
Right, and here we go. Yorick is getting really, really aggressively played on, but Nami comes in from the back as well. I don't know, Yorick is actually really, really tanky, so you're not going to get this troll very easily. And here we go, slingshot from Zac, doesn't hit him.
Jukes everywhere from Yorick, but he is walking into more of the blue team. Ari's
coming
here.
from the back too. You're not going to go away. If Ari's here, I'm sorry, son, you're going to, oh yeah. You're going to get popped down.
He made a lot of friends for a very short period of time.
He did. It's like, oh, you're here. Oh, you're here too. Oh my word, all the team is here. And so
Oh,
red
the
side-
charm just misses on Lee Sin. He's going to be able to get out.
The
ultimate.
tidal wave comes in from Nami, doesn't hit anyone. That is 2 ultimate wasted. That's a spirit rush and the tidal wave from Ari and
Lee Sin, you're
Yeah.
behind a Corki right now.
well, they might be able to get this down. Oh, and a shutdown, but the kill goes to the support.
Oh, they
Zyra
pick
gets
him
the
up.
shutdown. Well, I mean, I guess it's still okay, right? Because if the support gets the shutdown goal, she can get a little more ward. But
Yeah.
no, oh, here we go.
Turned
Well-
around, Lee Sin down. This could be a dead. Oh, the beautiful wall. The orb of deception doesn't hit. But Vayne again, all alone.
All alone. You need to get. Oh, and
Fiddlesticks
Fiddlesticks
with
comes
the.
in.
Oh.
No chance. No chance. And
Uh-oh. The fiddle all comes across. It's not going to be enough. Vayne. Flash coming out. Flashes away from the Zac slingshot.
beautiful flash away from that slingshot. But where are you going to run to, Vayne?
Beautiful day for a walk.
Or
Looks
run
like
away.
she is going to get away. We do have Yorick and Zyra coming in to help things out.
They're going very aggressive. They're going to counter this one. And Zac is going very, very low. I don't know if that's his passive on or not. But here we go. Fiddlesticks is getting very much beaten down by Vayne. But he's not going to get catch.
The
Ari comes in.
Oh, Aqua Prison into a charm, into a Zac slingshot. And what looked like might have been a chance to pick up some cleanup kills there for Tacos got completely turned
Oh.
around.
What Tacos forgot is that Corki was back up. He died, obviously, and he got back up and got back into the game. Triple kill off of that. Triple kill, ladies and gentlemen. That
Corki's now 8-1.
Oh my word, 8-1. Not the stats that you want to see if you're tacos right now on a Corgi.
Not
But a
at
lot
all.
of all the ultimates were being used there right now. So none of the ultimates are up except for Corgi's one. And so yeah, I mean, it's going to be a really, really hard game for Tacos to come back from this one. But thankfully, they have the turret to kill. So what this game is about catching up people and getting kills for Corki. So do not focus on the objective you see right now.
No.
3-2. That's not a lot of turrets going down for a 22-minute game.
No, not at all. But we are seeing exactly what you just said. The catch-outs. They're finding people. They're hitting. They're landing the Aqua Prison.
Right.
They're hitting the Ari Charms. Without any vision, it's really dangerous to find any members from this team because they've got so much lockup with Nami, with Ari. Fiddlestick's Fear is going to lock you up for 3 seconds. And then Zach jumps on your face.
It's like, Sling Chong, hey, what's up? And so, yeah, so now Nami has a Oracle. She's going to go out and clean out all the wards that Lee Sin has been putting down. Not that many to begin with, but enough. And so they're going to clear out all these wards and be like, okay, I'm going to hold all the vision on this game.
Nabi is just doing a fantastic job of keeping that Oracles up and walking around the map and making sure that Tacos has no wards.
Right, so Dragon is up. I think this is what they're doing right now. They're clearing all the wards away from on the Dragon area right now, and 3 members of IDK are at the Baron area. I think they're going to do a Dragon Dance, I'm not sure. And the charm misses.
Zach
That
is
is
here
decent.
waiting in the wings, though. This is a 4v5. Fiddle isn't here. I don't know if they need Fiddle.
Yeah, Fiddle
Corki
has
is here.
Fiddle has a teleport. Fiddle's teleport is up. He's going to teleport into one of those wards with his ultimate and fear somebody, and that somebody's going to go down real fast.
So Red wisely, Tacos wisely backing away here.
Right, I think they're going to go for the Dragon now. It's super wise for them to go for the Dragon now because none of Taco's members are there. Here we go.
Yeah.
Dragon.
This Dragon is going to be done right now. That was fast.
It's down. So all the dragons except for one is all given to IDK. Obviously, there's one dragon that was stolen away by Lee Sin. Well, he did all of the
They
damage
took
there.
the first one, and then after that, it's been all IDK.
IDK all
They
the
take
way.
a free Dragon. Now they're here in the bot lane. Zach and Fiddle waiting in the wings.
So I think IDK what they need to do now is push really, really hard because what they're doing is they're giving Tacos a little bit of a hope, because they're not pushing so hard, and so they need to get aggressive on all these objectives, and so they can clear out the game really, really fast.
Yeah, and here it is. They push down that second turret here. Matcha doing work on those turrets. He's got his Trinity completed. He's got his Bloodthirster. He's got a pickaxe on top of that.
So Matcha too on Corgi, he's actually a very, very famous player here in Japan. So Matcha is doing really, really well in Corgi. I'm not surprised because he's a very well-known player. But I mean, Corgi, wow, 8-1. That's a stat that you want to see as an ADC. You know?
Absolutely. And actually, with all this talk about Corky, we almost missed the Zach, who is 4-0-6.
That's
So he is doing his job, making things happen. He's participated in 10 of his team's kills, and he hasn't died.
nope.
I don't know if I've seen him pop his passive.
I think once.
Maybe once?
I'm not sure. I think once. Yes. So
He's doing a real good job of staying alive.
and there we go. Second turret being taken away as well. So turret scores are now 5-2. It's a 9,000 goal lead, almost a 10,000 goal lead for IDK right now. Kakos needs to get a little bit of control back for themselves because Bane is going to go into late game. Obviously Corki as well. Corki 8-1. He's already into late game mode right now. So Bane needs to work really, really hard, and the Anivia walls needs to come down on point. They need Anivia to catch up somebody.
Yeah, at
Hopefully
this point.
Corki.
Yeah, but even then, you have Corky who's going to Valkyrie right over that. You got to catch him as soon as they see him use it. And, well, 8-1, Corky, you can use that offensively, but most Corkies are going to save that as a getaway tool.
Right, right. I've seen Corki just jump into Valkyrie into their faces
Yeah.
and be like, hey, I'm here.
We actually saw that, I don't if you've been watching the Worlds,
Worlds,
Zuna
yes.
from Team Vulcan
Yeah.
likes to jump into the team with his Valkyrie.
Really be surprised how he likes to jump into their faces as a ADC as well, into like a 4-man team. But yeah, so not much action we're seeing right now. It's
Vayne picking
slowing
up some
the-
farm. Like I said, Vayne wants to pick that up, but missing all of your outer turrets.
Nope.
really scary to start pushing those waves.
Right, so all the outer turrets except for the top turret is down.
And
here we
Zach
go.
is here. There's actually only 2 members here right now from IDK, but they are collapsing. Fiddle ult onto everybody. Double kill for Fiddle. Ari is here.
Clearing out people. Ari is just going to Spirit Rush into everybody, and 4 men going down. You're not going anywhere,
4 for
Anivia.
1. It'll be 5 as soon as the egg drops.
A Sunrise Egg Anivia popped out there, and an ace from IDK. A pretty much delayed ace, but that was awesome because what Fiddlestick did, he came in, he ulted everybody. And Zach got down really low, but they didn't know that all the other teams were coming, all the other players were coming in, and so it really caught Tacos out of position right there. You don't want to play against a Fiddlestick in the jungle.
No, not
Zach
at all.
in the jungle.
Zach in the jungle. And so it's really easy. You see support Fiddlesticks putting out damage. It's been a long time since we've seen this Fiddlesticks with the Zonias and a Haunting Guys and the Pen Boots. He's got farm. He's going to do a lot of damage with that ultimate, which we just saw there. And they do manage to take down the middle inhibitor tower as well as the inhibitor. Corky was at full health at the end of that fight.
Yeah, Corky was not touched at all. Nobody focused on him. They tried to focus on Ari, but Ari obviously, she's a fox. She's going to Spirit Rush away from everybody that's going to come on her. And so that was a really beautiful play by IDK right there. Beautiful teamwork that came in. Fiddlesticks came in at the right time. Corky was behind, just pounding onto everybody. Everybody went down. Obviously, Anivia was the last one because she has a passive, she has an egg. And that was destroyed as well. It's like a sunrise egg. I'm gonna have you for breakfast and put some milk on that as well.
Good morning. Yeah, egg does not do a whole lot when you're the only one left, and there are 4 members of the enemy team on you.
So yeah, I think this is it might be pretty much a convincing win from IDK right here,
Yeah,
stomping them from the start.
You never want to count anybody out, but at this point, it's going to take a lot for Tacos to get back in this.
Oh, maybe 5 GAs.
Yeah, it's
5
4
Gs.
turrets, big stat. It's 14 kills, 18 to 4.
And look at all the kills. Who's it going to? It's going to Corky. 9 to 1, 2.
Mr. Matcha is just showing us how to play Corky today.
And yeah, so even Nami, Magoon on Nami, she might not, be on point with all her Aqua Prisons. Oh, here we go. A fight is breaking up right in here. Take it
Zach's
away.
going to bounce in. Here's the ultimate, the tidal wave coming across everybody. They don't even need Fiddlesticks ult for this one because there are members of Tacos dropping.
Like flies.
Vayne is down. Anivia and Zyra are the only ones left after this.
Anivia, where are you running to? Okay, Anivia's not going to get caught out because
They're busy
she's
chasing
lucky.
Zyra.
Zyra, you're not going anywhere, honey.
The prison
Aqua Prison
lands.
hits her. A charm hits in your face. What more do you want? Ouch.
It's up to Anivia to defend this. I don't know if she's going to be able to.
You can put on a wall, you can put on your ultimate, but it's not going
And
to
here
be
comes
too
Corky
much.
with that Trinity Force doing
The
a
first
lot of
accessory is
damage
going
to
down.
towers.
The second accessory is going to go down. So this might
Let's
be
take a
game
look
for
at the health. There's the
IDK.
tower. This could be it. The death timer's still not up. It's another 2 seconds before
The
they
Nexus
are.
is getting pounded really
This
hard.
could be
They're
it.
going
They want the
hard
kill onto
they want
the bird.
Kill onto Anivia. And here we go.
There we are.
Nexus going down. Game 1. Game for IDK. A very convincing win, 23 to 5. Look at 10-1-5 on Corky. That is amazing stats.
There are amazing stats all across this board. 6-0-14 Zach. Nami 0-0-21.
That is... I mean, yes, she might not hit her Aqua Prisons very hard, but come on, 0-0-21 on support, you must be really happy on that. That's a perfect game as a
21 out of
support player.
23 kills.
Almost crisp, almost a perfect game. If you're counting on, you want to be on all the kills. So yes, congratulations to IDK on taking out that first win against Tacos. The second game will be, let me check and make sure I don't want to have any mistakes. It's O2, Object Orientated versus LSD, Lovely Sweet Dream. And that is going to start in around about 10 minutes or so. O2, like I said before, is the sister team of the Beast Mitai, who is the Season 1 champions, of course. And LSD, Lovely Sweet Dream, was a previous team, but they disbanded. They kept the team name, and they recruited a lot of new players from...
So are all 5 faces on the team? They're all new faces, at
all
least to
new
this
faces.
team.
To this team, yes, all new faces. And what they have is really, really popular teams in... from everywhere, right? So we're gonna take a really quick break, and we're gonna come back real soon with game number 2, LSD Lovely Sweet Dream versus Object Oriented O2. We'll be right back. We'll see you in just a bit.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back is it. We're just about to start game 2 and we have what teams do we have?
What?
What teams do we have
Oh,
playing?
yes. Who is playing
Game
here in Game
2.
2? We have LSD versus O2, object-oriented. We're just getting the room ready, getting everybody in here ready to go.
And this time around, I'm going to be spectating.
Yeah, that should help.
The last game I was like, hey, Corey, what's happening? Corey, what's happening? So we definitely want to get me on a spectator mode as well so I can look at the game as it's running.
Yeah, it helps. It lets us see a little bit more of what's going on.
For sure. And so we have LSD versus object oriented here. So LSD is Lovely Sweet Dream. So like I said before, I want to reinforce this again. The team was actually disbanded but I think one of the players were left in. I'm not sure. They might just use the same name. And 5 new players came in. And so the big names right here in Japan is Mirabis as well as Hentai Russian. Mirabis is actually previously, I think, the manager for Pete Server All Stars, who was a finalist for the Season 2 JCG Premier League. And so they're still in the Premier League. And so Mirabis jumped ship. And here he is in Lovely Sweet Dream today. And so it's a big player right there. And the other big player we see is Hentai Russian. If you guys don't know, Hentai Russian was the manager, or still is the manager for Team Rampage Japan. Team Rampage Japan is one of the biggest names for League of Legends team right here in Japan. And he is the manager of that. And Hentai Russian, very, very odd name, if you'd understand Japanese, of course. And so we're really, really excited to see this team because Object Orientated is the sister team of TBM, the Bismitai. And yeah, I mean, if you're the sister team of a Season 1 champion, it's going to be really interesting to go up against LSD, a new team, basically, but with very famous names here in Japan.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I'm excited.
I am definitely excited. So yes, I mean, if you compare these two teams, I know you're not very familiar with them, but what do you think? Like a sister team of a Season 1 champions versus such big names in Japan for object oriented for LSD.
Well, when you've got kind of that relationship with a strong team already, it's really advantageous to help your team get going. It allows you to have those good players to go up against and kind of share strategies.
Right.
It basically doubles your brainstorming power, if you will, to come up with strats, the manpower to watch streams and take ideas from other regions.
Right,
So
for sure.
I think that's really, really beneficial and why you see a lot of teams doing these sister teams.
That's true. I mean, you learn a lot from the main team as well.
Right.
And the managers will definitely be there to correct you. Like
Right.
what
So
you're
it'll be
doing
interesting to see how that is displayed through their gameplay here
Yeah.
today.
For sure. And so, yeah, we're just about to hit into Game 2 very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind everybody that JCG is sponsored by BenQ Japan, MSI Computer Japan, as well as Razer. Thank you very much, our sponsors. And of course, JCG is the official broadcaster for the Season 3 World Championships, LCS, obviously. We are the official Japanese broadcaster, and we are going to broadcast the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals starting tomorrow night if you're here in Japan. So yes, I'm going to be up from 1 a.m. all the way to noon the next day, so yay me!
Riot, please.
Scumbag Riot, no, I'm kidding. But yes, I mean, I'm excited. I'm not going to be casting, obviously. It's going to be in Japanese.
Right.
I'm not the Japanese caster here in Japan. We have our Japanese stream going on over the other side of our studio. And it's casted by Papriko-san and Yutori Seiba-san. So I'm going to say a little bit in Japanese to make sure that the Japanese audience here know that, we have another stream that's going in Japanese. So, こちらのストリームを見ているの皆さん、日本語のストリームもやってますので、JCG ロルの、サイトを見ていただければ、そこでリンクは、アップしているので、そこでチェックしてください。よろしくお願いします。Okay. So we're about to jump into game very, very soon.
We're getting very, very ready for Game 2 here this evening on Day 1 of Season 3 for JCG.
Yes, and I'm still waiting to get onto the spectator mode, actually. So the game is going to start, and then I'm going to jump onto the spectator mode. But I'm very, very excited, obviously, for this game. I'm not sure what champions we are actually going to see, but I'm very excited, because, we don't see a Zyra very much like we saw last game.
Right.
And didn't do very well because, you know, of the big thing that's coming up from Corky in the last game. So
Yeah. Well, it was Corky getting so big, and the lane swap didn't really work out for them.
No.
They were holding their own against that fiddle until Zach kind of came up
right.
and made them back away. They did take the early tower, but in some ways that might not have been the best thing because then they got sent bottom lane
Yeah.
and didn't do much from there.
Yep. So, I don't know, maybe we'll see a Zed if Zed is not banned out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be banned out because everyone who's watching the Worlds know right now that, you know, Zed is not good. And here we go.
All
we
right.
are jumping into picks and bans.
Picks and bans. We're going to see the first ban coming out here from O2, and that will be Aatrox. Again.
Okay, I
Nobody
don't know,
wants to play Aatrox.
Maybe nobody wants to play against an Aatrox. You know, I mean, that revive passive is just annoying.
And here is
Blood
Ari.
realm. Ari, okay,
Again,
nope.
no surprises.
They might have seen the previous game like that. Is one scary Ari. I don't want to play against the most fought for assassin champion in League of Legends right now. A Fizz and a
A
Vi.
Fizz ban, not so surprising. It's these assassin mid laners that have been seeing a lot of play. Not surprised to see that banned. Vi,
Yeah, so what is it? Vi is very much played in Korea.
Korea,
and,
yeah.
And a little bit, because I know the NA players like to play a bit of Vi. And so I think because Japan is on the NA server, and so we are very much, okay, the NA meta. And yeah, I mean, you don't want to face against an assault battery from Vi.
Right.
That's not fun.
you see her a lot, like you said, in Korea. She's been played a lot more in this OGN as well. And we've seen her a couple times. She's just so strong with an assassin mid laner. When she hits level 6 and comes in for a gank,
Yeah, and
pretty
okay,
hard to get away.
Yeah, and a Shen and a Trash ban, which is definitely not surprising to see. I mean, it's so much of a must ban out Trash and Shen. You don't want to play against a Shen, you know.
But I want to see a Thresh. I have not seen Thresh in so long.
I love Trash. I mean, I am a big fan of Trash. I won't call myself the Trash Princess if I can, but obviously I can take that title. But Shen ban, Fizz ban. I mean, I don't see a lot of Fizz being played in Japan, but maybe it's a specific ban for the mid laner
Right.
of the blue team of object orientated. But here we go. The first pick coming out, Caitlyn,
Locked in right away.
locked in right away. No, they're not gonna ponder over that. I'm curious. They're not taking up the Corky, so maybe they've picked
Well,
out.
see, and part of that I think is unless O2 here does some really new, interesting, crazy strategy, they already have their AD carry locked. So the chances that they're going to come back and pick that Corky as
That's
well
true.
are pretty low. So there isn't a whole lot of priority for them to pick Corky right away.
Right away, yes. Of
They can
course.
use those first 2 picks to pick up somebody like, say, Jarvan and Elise,
Darren and Elise.
who I would not expect to see on the same team, but we'll see what happens.
No, yeah, of course.
And there they are.
Locked in instantly. So Jarvan, obviously, you know, that Cataclysm just coming in. I mean, that's huge. That's a huge AoE thing. I mean, you can lock up.
Yeah, you lock
Caitlyn-
up a whole team. Caitlyn might be able to net out of it, but
Yeah,
the
she-
cooldown
yeah,
on
that's
that,
true.
and also it's pretty easy to screw up your net every now. It's pretty easy for me to screw up my net. I don't know about LQ or
Oh,
whoever's
they're-
going to play
they're-
it for
they're gonna
O2
be
here.
good. And here we go, Zyra and Zed. Zed is let through. I just said it.
There we
Zed
go.
is
We get to
let
see
through.
some Zed, the double
Zyra.
Z's.
Double Z. So Zyra, I mean, you know, we just saw, like, it's just a wonderful, fantastic pick for a support player. Really, really, you know, fought for right now. But Zed, I can't believe Zed is that true. I mean, such a high pick for everybody right now.
Yeah, and part of that, it'll be interesting to see because Zed is really a champion only limited by your own skill.
Right.
And so, if you have an extremely good player, you're going to probably do well. It's hard to shut him down.
It's hard to say. Same with Lee Sin as well, right? Because Lee Sin it's all about your own individual skills. If you know how to play Lee Sin well,
Right.
you can really be really scary. So on the other side,
Sona,
Zyra is taken out. So yeah, why not Zone? Why not Sona?
Jacob.
Not a Nami, but
Yeah,
Sona.
no, Sona fills everything, really.
Yeah, so
Poke, sustain.
Right.
She's going to lock people up with her ultimate. I don't think Sona is ever really a bad pick.
no, Sona, love her. Always
Orianna
wanna have
being
her
locked
on the
in.
team. Orianna, yeah.
Seeing a bit of
really
AoE.
good group team play Orianna is, right?
Yeah.
She is not an assassin champion. She's not a super big. She definitely is a crowd control, but she's definitely a group team player. You need Orianna team if you want to have like a really good team composition as a group together. So yeah, but Orianna versus a Zed.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I will say I really like the Jarvan and the Orianna picks together. Orianna can throw her ball on Jarvan. Jarvan
Yes.
EQs into the team.
Locked up.
Cataclysm party.
Yeah, so Orianna and Jarvan is known to be one of the best composition to be played together because that two together as a combo is unstoppable basically. And so on the other side we see a Renekton coming with a Crocodile coming back to play. Very, very popular
Will
today.
he go through this time?
And Lee
We'll
Sin.
see. Lee Sin and the Crocodile. Will they be locked in? Lee Sin is Renekton. Waiting and seeing.
So Renekton's a big bully in lane, right?
Yeah.
So you definitely, it's a great pick because Renekton's really tanky and he does good damage. And
Yeah,
he
he's a really good bruiser pick in that sense. It's why we see him a lot.
he can slice and dice away as well. You know, you can like, okay, I'm not playing this, and he's like slice and dice away. I'm gonna get out of this. And so he's not picked in yet. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put that in. I'm not sure what they're gonna.
Timer
come back
ticking
with.
out here, so it looks like that will be a lock-in unless something happens to drastically change in the next
Yep.
half a second.
So here we go. Renekton going in, and so
And
the last pick coming
Vayne.
out. So no Corki, but well, not locked in yet. But there's no point in duking this right now.
Right.
So yeah.
If you can play
Vayne's locked
Vayne,
in.
there's no reason not to play Vayne.
maybe
Nobody's played Corki for so long.
Yeah. So maybe the LSD team is not comfortable with playing Corki right now because maybe he doesn't play much Corki. So Vayne is a great pick for an AD carry.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing Mueki on that, see what he can do. So I'm taking a look at these team compositions. Anything stand out to you? We talked about the Jarvan, the Orianna. Once you get everybody on that Cataclysm, Sona's going to be able to ult on top of that.
Right. So obviously my pick right now is LSD because look at that team composition. Look at that ultimate combi that you can come out from that. Anyone who tries to run away, Cataclysm comes in. Anyone who if you have 3 or 4 person group up together, here we go, Orianna ultimate coming in. And if you're trying to run away, Sona ult comes in. You're not going to be able to escape. And if you've been trying to escape, the cocoon is going to come out from Elise. But on the other side, we have the Zyra.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this team composition at all. We actually have a lot of, you can catch people off with a Lee Sin, with a Zed. We talk about him being such an assassin. And you don't always think of Caitlyn this way, but Caitlyn is able to deal with that huge damage with her ultimate on command. So you put like a Zed ultimate on one person who's caught out, and if
Yeah.
Caitlyn is close enough to ult him as well,
Yep.
that's a lot of health you got to have to live through that.
A lot of health to live through that for sure. So, but yeah, Renekton is going to be a big play. Zed, obviously, they have OP champions basically. It's how well they can execute and use the utility of these OP champions they're in right now.
Right.
If Lee Sin plays really well, it's hard to play against a really good Lee Sin. But the thing about Lee Sin, he has to push forward as in the early game.
Yeah, you really have to make things happen with Lee Sin early game.
You need to have your blue buff. You need to have your red buff. If you get counter jungle, it's going to be very hard for Lee Sin to skill in the early game. He needs that early game. And Zyra and Caitlyn needs to keep it safe. Well, you don't really have to keep it safe because they're really, really aggressive against a Sona.
a Vayne and a
a
Sona,
Vayne
yeah, they
early
should be able
game.
to poke Vayne. Sona's going to just have to do her best to keep Vayne at full health.
Right, so they need to worry about mid game though because Caitlyn is not the best mid game AD champion. She kind
Yeah.
of go on a tilt in the mid game and she comes up really strong late game. Same thing with Vayne though. Vayne really scales up really slowly all the way up, goes
Boom.
up. Yep.
Late game.
Yeah. So, but I am definitely tilting towards LSD.
Yeah. So
Lovely,
if we
sweet
take a
dream.
look actually at O2, what do you see anything they're going to have to do? We've got Lee Sin, like I said, Lee Sin Zed, who are going to be able to pick people out. Renekton with his stun is going to be able to maybe catch 1 or 2 people out. If they do get put in a team fight situation, for them to win the team fight, you're going to need Renekton sitting in the middle of it
Right.
on top of a Zyra Stranglethorn. And Zed is going to have to eliminate
somebody.
Vayne. He's going to have to eliminate a high priority Vayne or an Orianna and get them out of that fight so they can't do damage on top of everything else that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, Zed is going to just use his Living Shadow and try to juke somebody out of there. But Caitlyn needs to stay on the back. She cannot get caught. I cannot, put this in more of a high priority for her. She cannot get caught because once she gets caught, she's going to get locked down by everything
Right.
that LSD has to dish out on. And they have a lot of AoE, crowd control that comes out from LSD right here. They need to play it smart for sure. And Renekton needs to have, for lack of a better word, balls to stand in the middle of the team.
He's got to
and
stay between them and his AD carry.
Definitely. He needs to be like, okay, Caitlyn, I'm going to protect you. I got you. I got your back, son. So,
Which,
yeah.
you know, maybe we'll see the lifeguard Renekton here, protecting lives, keeping Caitlyn alive.
Yeah, so we're on the latest patch, obviously. So they have the beach. I cannot remember the skin name. What's the skin name again?
Beach party, pool party. Is it pool party?
Pool party Renekton. So it's really cute, though. I like the Graves one.
Yeah,
He's
I
shirtless in
think.
that, so
With the squirt gun.
that's true. Yeah, I wish Lux, because Lux is in the poster, right?
Right.
But they didn't give Lux the skin. I mean, come on.
No party for Lux.
No party for Lux. She's a party animal. So yeah, we're gonna go in the game real soon. We're just loading up the game quickly real here. I'm gonna try and
See
get
if we can't get you.
into the spectating mode. And yes.
All right.
All right.
This should make things easier
I'm excited.
as we jump into game here. And I'm going to say right
Oh,
now.
we go. Pool party listen.
Yeah, there we are. I also like his skin. He throws
Right.
the cup
Super
as his
cute.
cue.
I really like the Leona one though, although we don't have a Leona on play. You guys can see the screen, but we have a Pool Party Lee Sin.
You'll see this
That's
soon
all, though.
enough. Yeah, we've got Pool Party Lee Sin, Victorious Jarvan the Fourth from Season 1.
From Season 1.
And here's a skin you don't see very
What?
often.
Silent Night Sona.
Silent Night
I really
Sona.
like that skin though. It's so pretty.
Christmas comes early this year here at
my
JCG.
friends, yeah, my friends, my friends are like, Ferlin, you should cosplay Silent Night Sona. I'm like, no, I'll die in that. But yes, here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the JCG Premier League Season 3 Day 1. We have on the blue side is O2, Object Orientated. And on the red side, we have LSD, Lovely Sweet Dream. And this is going to be a one game today. And let's just jump into game right now. What do we have?
Let's see what's going on. We can see that LSD is kind of moving down here into the bot lane, going into that bottom bush in the river. It's an interesting start. However, they're going to run right into O2 with the Jarvan standard.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. There's a ward coming out, pinged out there by Orianna. They see Zyra placing it in the river. I'd be surprised if we see anything really aggressive right now.
That's true.
Both teams know where they are.
Both teams know where they are. So
I think both teams know everybody is nearby.
they are just opposite each other right now. No one wants to go in. They don't have any wards placed there. But they know obviously that both sides are there. So it's probably just gonna be a very standard start since we're clear on where everybody's going. I'm pretty much sure that there's not going to be a lane switch up.
Yeah, Elise just teleported back, and it looks like she's headed towards that top lane. So at least for LSD, we'll be seeing the standard arrangement. You can see Sona and Vayne staying in the bot lane, waiting for those buffs to spawn. Jarvan is blue. Lee Sin looks to be starting red. Oh, but coming out of object-oriented O2 here, looks like we might be seeing Caitlyn and Zyra in the top lane.
Yes, we are. We are going to see Safari, Caitlyn going up to top lane, playing against an Elise. It's not a very bad matchup, I think, because Elise can definitely hold her own. But then again, Caitlyn with that ridiculous range is just going to put her down really, really fast.
Yeah, that's the only scary thing, is that as Elise, you're going to do a lot of your farming from melee range. And you don't want to be in melee range against Caitlyn. You can, yeah, exactly.
You can see right now, they're like, you're not gonna have any of this. I'm gonna deny you everything. And with the Zyra too, you can lock her up so easily. It's not gonna be very, very good for Elise on this top lane right there. But Renekton at the bot is going to do fine. He can slice and dice away anytime.
So yeah, the one thing I think that Renekton has going for him in this 2v1 as opposed to Elise is I think Renekton's a little bit better farming at turret. He can use his Q to just sustain off of those minions, get the last hits. Elise is going to kind of have to go one by one. She can AoE farm with her spider a little bit, but in general I think we're going to see a little bit more out of Renekton. However, there's damage coming out on these turrets already. Not a
Vayne
lot.
is going to hit very, very hard very soon. Oh, but Vayne gets a turret hit right there. Ouch. So mid lane we have Zed and Orianna. I mean, that's going to be a very, very fun, I would say. Orianna does well early game as well.
Yeah, we're going to
fairly
see a lot
well.
of AoE farming, a lot of spinning balls, spinning Zeds.
Saying that. Yep, everyone's good. And it's good. I don't think anything's gonna be happening super soon. But we
Jarvan
have
is in the
coming
top
up.
lane. He's going to EQ onto Caitlyn. Is it going to be enough? Oh, the cocoon just misses. That
If-
might have been a kill.
That might have been first blood right there because it's a double buffed up Jarvan right there as well. And he's still going. He's still laying
there.
around. He's still, but there's a ward that catches him out of it. So
They know he's there.
they know that it's not gonna happen anything. But Zed is going actually a little bit aggressive on Orianna, but nothing
However,
happens.
here's Lee Sin in the bot lane. He sees Jarvan top. Renekton's going to slice, dice. Not enough. Looks like he rolled a 2 or a 1 on that dice. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you caught
Came
me
up a
very
little
much-
short.
You got me very much off guard right there.
So it looks like we're going to be seeing a 2v2 situation for a little bit. We see this a lot with the 2v1s where the jungler's just going to sit there and help out, make sure that they're able to get their farm.
So Orianna is actually not doing very well against Zed in the mid lane right here
You
because
can see, yeah, popping her
she's
potions.
getting a lot of punishment from Zed right there. You know, Orianna actually does really, really good early game, and it might be just a skill matchup right now between the two of them.
Yeah, so Orianna actually started with that ring, so she could only have 2 potions, and she's used one of them already. Zed, on the other hand, has a red potion, so he's looking for that all-in.
He's looking for the all-in for sure. And
However,
they're going aggressive onto Vayne.
Bot lane, the
Very,
exhaust
very
comes
aggressive.
out onto Renekton going very low. They could turn this around on him. The ward into the bush, is it going to be enough?
It is going to be a first blood kill for Vayne onto Renekton. And Vayne is going very, very low. He's not going to escape from that. And Lee Sin gets a kill off of that as well. So that's a 1-for-1 trade up. Definitely coming up on top is LSD because Vayne got that first blood onto Renekton.
Yeah, so it's
it's
going to
better
give her a
one for them.
little extra gold. We'll see. We'll see
yeah.
how much of a difference it makes.
But so Zed is definitely putting a lot of pressure onto Orianna in the mid right here. Orianna's going to get a little bit better, right, with when she hits level 6. And so I think they're going to hit 6 at the same time. And with that shockwave available, it's going to be a little bit more scary, especially if Jarvan is hanging around the bush. You know?
Yes. One thing actually though to notice, while Orianna's taking a lot of damage, she's actually 13 creeps up on Zed already.
So Orianna is definitely a better
She's able to get
champion
her
for
farm.
CS. She's
right.
definitely able to get her farm. So I think that's the only saving grace for her right now because she's getting a lot of punishment from Zed. And
She's just got to try and farm from a distance because anytime she gets close,
Zed is going to come in with Living Shadows and pop her
ninja shurikens.
right where right where she stands. And we
Jarvan
can
moving
see
to the top
Jarvan.
lane. There is an award there, and it is Renekton by himself, who just sliced in, which means he doesn't have a slice out.
Nope. And he's going to be
A lot
this
of
is gonna be very
damage.
dangerous. But Alicia might be in big trouble. No. She's going to get away from this. And how's
This
this going to end?
can he put out enough damage? Oh, the
Oh!
flash away.
Nice kill there by Elise. Well played right there. So Renekton actually could definitely jump onto Elise, but beautiful flash out, and Elise gets the kill.
Very high kill potential. You can see, I think their C-Take 2 on Renekton, realizing he wasn't going to make it out of there, so to try and maybe pick up a kill before he went down
Right.
himself, couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Mr. Crocodile. Not gonna go. Oh, look at Lee Sin with that super cute new skin right there. And so we have the lane switch backed already. So it's a 2v2 bottom lane. Very regular right now because I don't think they want the Renekton or the Elise against each other, 1v2 lane. And so they're going to switch this back up. And I think it's going to be a lot better for them as well.
Yeah, they decided it wasn't working out, so
Nope.
they put him back in the bottom lane. I'll tell you what, I really like this matchup for Caitlyn and Zyra. You've got Safari Caitlyn, who
Yeah.
is down under. She's coming out of the brush. Zyra is a brush. So they work really well together.
Yep, and yeah, well, Sona can definitely lock them up with her ultimate, but it's one very, very long cooldown, and Zyra with that grasping roots is going to hit very, very hard onto both of them. But
Sona is 5, Zyra is 4, so she should get the ultimate first down there. However, in the top lane, we've got more damage coming out. Elise, nice little spider bite onto Crocodile and
Elise hitting
repels
6
away.
too.
Yeah.
Elise hit 6 earlier than Renekton.
So
but
there's
no,
the 6 from Renekton, so he's a little bit safer in that lane. He can pop his Dominus if he ever looks like he's in trouble. However, take a look at Mr. Jarvan. He comes over, looks like he's just going to ward onto the blue buff, but they did manage to pick it up. Did that go onto Lee or Zed? It did get picked up by Lee there. They just had to make sure Jarvan couldn't come across and take it.
I want to switch up the
Yeah, so let's get this.
sorted out.
Renekton, you are not in the bottom. Sorry.
Oh, and a flash crescendo coming out
Look
from
at that.
Sona, and beautifully. Zyra just got popped where she stands. No
Oh,
chance
Zyra.
for her. Beautiful flash crescendo coming out from Ansel right there at the bottom lane. Beautiful kill over onto taking out from Zyra right there. So yeah, good play right there at the bottom. There's one tree right now and a, forgive me, I fail in math. So it's a 1,000, nope, 1,600 goalie.
There we go.
Right there.
Busting out our calculators here.
1,600 goalie for LSG right here. They're doing pretty well. 1 and 3.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. There's no towers down left, but they're stretching it, getting close to that 2,000 gold just with the kills. If you take a look at the farm, Elise is out farming Renekton. Zed has actually closed the gap in the mid lane. But bot lane, Vayne is up 20 farm on Caitlyn.
It's incredible. I mean, if you think about it straight, Caitlyn pretty much outfarms any of the ADC
Yeah.
in early game. And to have Vayne almost a 20 CS goal, 20 CS lead over Caitlyn is quite incredible. So yeah, Vayne is doing a good job.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something that LSD is going to look to kind of use in their favor when you've got a lead this early with Vayne already, which is maybe why you had LSD Mueki picking that up, saying, yeah, I'm comfortable with this champion. I can farm. I'm not worried about it versus this
everybody is
first pick Caitlyn. We actually have a
grouping up
dragon. Do
here
you
on
see this?
Dragon,
They're
and
coming out. Is LSD going to be able to do anything about this? They've got
LSD definitely wants to contest this. They want
Vayne, Orianna, Jarvan here.
Jarvan has the ball on him. He might just ultimate on somebody right here.
Everybody getting split. The Orianna ult only hits one. But they do pick up Lee Sin, and here comes Vayne.
Everybody is now focusing onto Zed and Caitlyn. I don't know if she'll be able to run
Zed
away
is
from
down.
this. She
Caitlyn needs a
flashed out of
flash.
it. And nope, nobody's going to catch her. But that is a 2-0.
And the dragon is still there.
LSD comes up on top. 1 kill for 5 right now. 1 for 5. And the dragon is going to definitely go down to LSD right here. So beautiful plays coming out from LSD there. So Orianna's ultimate hit 1 person. But the Cataclysm from Jarvan hit 2.
Locked him up.
Locked him up. Kill somebody down. And they went ahead and chased for more kills. So that was really, really good play by them.
They did enough to kind of keep him there until Vayne was able to join the fight. And while she didn't do a lot, she was able to join at the end, and it totally discouraged O2 from trying to follow anything up there.
Yep. And if you can look at the items right there, Lee Sin on O2 has his Sightstone right there. But Zyra still does not have her Sightstone. Zyra needs that Sightstone. And on the other side, because of the 3 assists that Sona picked up from the ganks and the dragon fights, she already has a Sightstone, which is really, really good for them.
Yeah,
need
so
vision.
Sona actually she's got about 600 gold on Zyra right now, which is why she was able to finish that ahead of time. And that's just going to help them in that lane. Vayne is ahead, and with that extra vision, it's just going to allow her to get more and more ahead if she can play her cards right.
So she definitely is a hit. It's 2-1-2. That's almost 100% kill participation from Vayne right there, except for the 1. And she's doing really, really well against a Caitlyn and a Zyra right here.
Zed actually roaming down to the bot lane. He's going to be spotted out by this ward on Dragon. You can see the ping there. Jarvan following this up.
Jarvan is like, no, you're not getting anywhere. I'm definitely coming up behind you. And Zed, look at him standing on top of
If they try
ward.
anything fishy, Jarvan is here waiting.
Look at Zed. He's standing on top of a ward, and Jarvan is just behind. He's going to EQ right there, and my Cataclysm on somebody. Oh, and the flash hits Alley Cat. Goodbye,
Alley Cats,
Zyra.
that's the second time the ult comes across and we see a dead Zyra. However, in the top lane, they're coming across hard onto Elise. However, with the Ignite and the Q and the help of the turret, she does manage to pick up Lee Sin.
down to Renekton. Beautiful play, though. I mean, that's a great counter. I mean, to get a 1 kill off of that is wonderful for...
That was fantastic.
For sure,
We thought maybe we were going to have a 1v1 trade in the 2 lanes. However, Elise picks up that kill. And it's only Caitlyn in the bot lane. Zed has gone back to middle. So this is going to be a destroyed bot lane turret.
Ooh, Wow, that's a 2-for-1 turret lead right now to LSD. Good plays coming out from everyone. I mean, top lane, that was fantastic from Elise. Yes, she went down. She died for it, but she got a kill off of that. 2v1, wonderful.
So, and not everything is terrible for O2 right now. Renekton was left there alone after the 2 kills up top, and he managed to take that top turret to give them a little bit of gold. However, it's, ooh, Cataclysm on Zyra. This is pick on Zyra day.
Yeah, Zyra is not having a day at all. This is not Zyra's day. This is a third time. Oh, but Vayne, you are
a
very,
lot of damage
very low.
coming out. She'll get away.
She'll get away. Yeah, she's fine.
No problem.
She can tumble out of
Not
there.
even close, baby.
Nope. And so Zyra, third time getting picked off of that. She is going... You know, the thing about vision is that you need to ward, yes, but you cannot face check anytime.
Right. Well, she was trying to give her team vision, but they didn't have vision to even get there. And Jarvan from the bushes?
Yeah. Very, very scary. So...
He probably beats Zyra.
Probably beats Zyra. So Zyra got caught up by 2 crescendos and 1 cataclysm right there. So not having a very great day.
Use your ult on Zyra day.
Yeah.
Who will it be next? Will we see the Orianna ball?
In Japanese, we call it ijime.
Yeah.
Bullying onto Zyra today. So, yeah, let's look at the kills right now. So it's a 2-for-8. LSD definitely having the lead right there. And look at the goal lead. My word, that's a 5,000, almost a 5,000 goal lead.
It ballooned. It definitely ballooned. Ooh. And this is the same story we saw last game. Different champion, AD carry getting big. Very,
very big. Yeah, I mean, 3-1-3, that's really amazing. And look at Jarvan to 103. That's a great score for him. Orianna's not doing too well. I mean, yes, she has a CS lead. Yes, she has a 1 kill lead. She definitely needs to grow a little bit more because Zed is a terrifying.
Right.
Terrifying.
So she's done a really good job of not dying, and you can actually see her first item, Zanya's, which is the perfect item to use against Zed. Not only does it give you the armor, when he ults you...
Zyra is getting very beat up upon by
I don't think
Elise.
we saw an ult there, but that was
no
still...
ult there.
Still,
Elise
alley cats.
Elise went on so hard onto the Zyra right there. Zyra to the Oma. We're 4th time, Zyra. Wake up, sweetie. You need to, get your act together right there. She cannot afford to get caught out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Time and time after again.
That's, it's nighttime here in Japan. Maybe there's not enough sunlight for Zyra to get going.
Good one.
The plant is having a rough time.
Oh, and a cataclysm onto Caitlyn.
It's a 2v2 down here. Will they have the damage?
Nope,
at least at half
damage.
health, they're going to have to back out. They don't have any backup coming.
Jarvan just went on cataclysm onto Caitlyn and it's like, oh, Lee Sin is here. Oh, where do I go?
Top lane Crocodile actually missed getting hit with the crescendo by slicing and dicing through it, and Zed is here. They're going to try and pick up Sona. She goes down. Will Vayne be able to duel? She's got her Blade of the Rune King.
She's going really hard, and she gets the kill. And she's going for more.
Through the turret.
Double kill, and the turret is not going to take Vayne down. Wow.
That was some beautiful play out of Maki.
That is some ballsy moves from Vayne right there. She got a double kill after that. That was very,
You can see she's looking for Zyra. In the mid, Zyra has to flash away.
Beautiful. Zyra was like, nope, I'm not giving you a triple kill right there. Zyra, for once, actually making the right decision.
There's the Zanya's, keeps Orianna alive as they pick up Lee Sin. That's going to turn into a dragon, and there is nobody alive for O2 to contest this.
Nope. Zyra is way too far behind away, and Caitlyn is nowhere around Dragon, and Dragon gets picked up again by
No
LSD.
contest at all. We're almost seeing a 9,000 gold lead at 17.5 minutes into this one.
A huge goal at 17 minutes, and the turrets 3-1, so all of the outer turrets are now down, which gives LSD a bigger goal map control than they already had before this.
So yeah, O2 is missing those turrets. You can see LSD when we talk about map control. Look at all of those wards they have in O2's jungle.
It's crazy, and most of them are actually pink wards, so they're definitely putting out the money that they have from this global goal advantage and spending them wisely onto pink wards, because obviously Lee Sin is going to run around putting out wards everywhere, and so to have the pink ward around every corner is going to be really good to just clear out the wards that Lee Sin puts out.
So yeah, it looks like they're just going to push out that mid lane, and then with the vision they have in this jungle, they're able to kind of do a whole team invade here. Orianna is top. They're pinged out at red, so they have been spotted. The standard got spotted, and the ward was there. However, let's see what these teams do when they come together here, if they come together.
So we haven't really seen a 5v5. Oh, we did. I think we did. But it's going to be really interesting now that, you know, the items on Vayne has really tipped over on her side. She has a Blade of the Ruin King now. Oh, and here we go. Big fight coming up.
Zyra, goodbye. The ults come out, the Orianna, the Crescendo. Jarvan is in the face of everybody.
And look at that. Renekton just got chomped down so fast. He's supposed to be the tankiest person in the team, yet he went into the middle of the fight, got taken out like almost immediately.
3 kills for nothing. And if you look at the health bars on LSD right now, it's only Jarvan who's missing health, and that's because he was
Tanking
1v3ing
yes.
half of the, 3 members of the team.
He cataclysm on like 2 or 3 members and got hit, and he still survived everything. 3 for nothing? That's crazy. Renekton getting pushed down so easily, and again, Zyra.
Yeah, she got caught early in that fight and then got hit again. There's a beautiful Crescendo with the Zyra ultimate on top of that to put damage onto the team, and then after that it was the Jarvan Cataclysm that just split them up and decided that fight.
Ooh, I think Zyra is going to get a huge reprimanding from their manager after this game, because that is not something that you want to have on support. Yes, you might have the biggest death in the team. You're not worth anything, but you're still giving away gold to the other team. And, you know, if you're 4v5, that's not going to work out for you. And we have Orianna here just taking out her blue buff for them. And I think
that's going to be both blue buffs over to LSD, actually. It was taken away on the other side, given to Jarvan.
And so what's interesting about this is we don't have any Baron dancing. No Baron dance, no Baron fights in the earlier game or this one at all. Yes, it's a 20-minute game, so Baron's usually not so early, but I think, you know...
Ooh, Vayne in the bottom lane using her ultimate to tumble out of the bushes. She's got the speed from the Phage.
She is
the Blade of the
going to
Rune
go
King
down.
active comes out.
We've seen how aggressive this Vayne is, right? So Mueki here is super, super aggressive. I mean, he went on to face a Renekton and a Zed. I mean, a Vayne versus a Renekton and a Zed.
If you can do that, Caitlyn is no problem.
Caitlyn, I'm sorry, honey. You're not going anywhere.
And the move speed right now on her, with her passive, with the Phage,
With
the Blade of the Rune King.
King.
You're alone with Vayne. You're not going to be alone with her for very long.
So I think it was the rise of the AD carry suddenly. Obviously, we are on the NA meta-ish, you know, so... Oh, and the Cocoon lands onto Zyra again. But nope, he's not going to follow
Just going to be some damage.
Yep.
Follow up that picking on Zyra theme.
So the AD carries are having huge limelights here on them. The AD carries are doing very, very well. I mean, yes, you know, NA typically has really, really good AD. They focus a lot on AD carries, especially the AD carries. I mean, look at double lift, you know. Guys are god as a AD carry. But then again, we have Korean's Imp. Amazing, amazing AD carry with Mada over at Ozone. Although they didn't qualify.
Elise might be caught out. The ult from Caitlyn comes out. However, she manages to repel away from that, and it doesn't go off. It's 4-3 right now. Vayne is on her way.
Crescendo that hits all of the team, but O2 is so low right now. And Renekton just got chomped away. Lee Sin going down as well. Everybody's going down.
Vayne is here.
Ace coming out from LSD. That fight was so chaotic, so everywhere. We couldn't even focus onto anything.
There was just so much going on in that fight.
A beautiful, beautiful Crescendo coming out. Oh, and
there's the surrender.
Surrender. Oh, wow.
22 minutes into that game.
I am not...
14,000 gold difference.
21 to 3 kills. Vayne is on a rampage.
Things just went
beautiful.
In LSD's favor. You were saying maybe it's a new faces, and they put on a show.
They put on a show. I mean, LSD, this new team coming together. You know, the previous team was disbanded, and they just picked really good champions, players coming into LSD, and they stomped out O2 right then. O2 is not a easy team to beat in the Japanese League of Legends scene right here, and they got stomped. Zyra
I'd say they picked up some good players.
Right, for sure. Zyra just got, you know, caught out way too much, way too much.
It hurts. Zyra at the end there, 0-6-0. Not entirely her fault. Just not a lot happening in that lane, honestly.
No.
It was a 0-2-0, 0-2-0 Caitlyn, a 0-6-0 Zyra.
Yeah, I think the lane swap that swapped Caitlyn and Zyra back to the bottom really hurt them, because they got chomped on by Vayne and Sona, getting caught out time and time again. But I think what we're seeing here is LSD just coming out on top skill matchup.
Yeah.
Skill matchup, they just win over O2, right? They're stomping them. So what we're going to do is we are about to, no, we're not about to, but we are, there's one more game coming up. One more game coming up, the last game of the day, which will be IKD that we just seen just now playing against TBM, the sister group of O2 that we've seen here. TBM is the Season 1 JCG Premier League champions that's playing against IKD. So yeah, going to be a very interesting matchup. We are going to take a really, really quick short break, and we will be back very soon.
All right.
Hopefully
so
a 10-minute break, I think.
yeah, it's going to be 10, 15 minutes. Look to be back here if you need to go do anything around your house. You want to stay tuned, that's great too. We should be back around 11 o'clock Japan time. That's in 14 minutes. So
14 minutes or so. So yeah, hang on, sit tight. The last game is going to be really interesting. IKD, who played really, really well previously, and who's going to play against TBM, our Season 1 champion. So we'll see you again really, really soon. So don't go anywhere. Don't click that browser. We'll see you shortly.
She's such a misfit, always ready to brawl. It's like her business, roughing up your friends. The law, there is no difference. If you believe you're strong, she's a bulldozer, making sure you flat on the ground. She's like a boomerang that never gives up. She flies a circle so she hits you when you're found in the dust. So just remember this, when she's chasing you down, face first, you'll be thrown into the proving ground. She'll knock you out. Have you ever really wanted to be a total rebel, flipping tables on the enemy? Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes mine. As a matter of fact, the best bet one has is to quickly react to the first attack and save before the beats. She'll never pull back, just resist. Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes She's such a misfit, always ready to brawl. It's like her business, roughing up your friends. The law, there is no difference. If you believe you're strong, she's a bulldozer, making sure you're flat on the ground. She's like a boomerang that never gives up. She flies in circles till she hits you and you're bowed in the dust. So just remember this, when she's chasing you down, face first, you'll be thrown into the proving ground. She'll knock you out. try to further improve our best.
Hey guys, welcome back to JCG Premier League Season 3, Day 1 of the JCG Premier League. And today, right now, I have with me Jimmy, who is
Hello.
going to be my co-caster for the third game. So Corey, unfortunately, is not able to join us for the third game because he has to rush for his shuden. Or in Japan we call, well, it's Japanese, right? So in English we call it the last train. In Japan, well, you can't go anywhere without the last train. So unfortunately, he will not be able to join us for the third game. But fortunately, of course, we have Jimmy here with us. So Jimmy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jimmy. Obviously, I'm a student living in Japan. You'll have to bear with me. I'm new to this, but I'll try my best. Thank you very much.
Isn't he just adorable? He's a giant. He's like 6'3", 4, 5?
No, 6'2".
6'2"? No, you're not 6'2". He's 190 centimeters. I'm pretty much that's a 6'3" or 6'4".
Somewhere around
Giant. I'm like 5'0", so it's not very fun for me. But okay, so what we have on the last game is IKD versus TBM. IKD, pretty much a very new team. TBM is a veteran here at the JCG Premier League. They're the Season 1 champions. They've shown us great games in the past before, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come out here today and show us a great game as well versus IKD. IKD we have seen today on the first game. Did pretty well, and so we're very excited to see them versus TBM on the last game of the day. So what do you think?
Certainly a very exciting game, I think. We haven't seen any TBM today yet, so it'll be interesting to
No.
see how they do against IKD.
So have you watched any TBM games yourself before?
No, I haven't. This will be my first one, actually.
They're a fantastic team, and so IKD obviously here they played so well just the first game. Matcha 2 there on Corky, who had a fantastic run. I cannot remember his final score. It was something 9-1 something or 13-1 something. I'm not sure, but that Corky was unstoppable.
Definitely.
And
Corky.
so yeah, we want to see that replay of that Corky again if it's allowed to let through. Do you think it would be a ban for Matcha 2?
Prediction, I think they will probably ban out Corky from Matcha 2. His display of Corky was extremely strong, as we see, showing the strength of Corky and how he can be used to pretty much completely single-handedly dominate a team.
He really did. I mean, Corky doesn't really do well like early or middle game, but he was brilliant in that early and mid game and skilled crazily into the late game. We are just about to start the game. We are in the lobby. We're waiting on TBM actually. IKD is completely in lobby right now and we're waiting on TBM. TBM being the divas like they are, Season 1 champions, they're going to be a little bit fashionably late, So, have you been watching Worlds? That's something I have to ask.
I've been catching Worlds here and there. Been watching as much as I can. Being a Gambit Gaming fan, pretty excited for Worlds right now.
Yeah, I mean, how awesome it is that they had that tiebreaker game and to win out in wonderful fashion against a Korean team, Samsung Ozone nonetheless.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Definitely.
I mean, Imp and Mada on the bottom lane for Samsung Ozone, they are a wonderful, one of the best bot laners I've actually seen. But Gambit Gaming, Alex Ich.
Alex
and
Ich, just so
Darren
incredibly
Props.
consistent in mid lane. It's unbelievable. His
He's-
mechanics are top notch.
I know his
His-
Ari plays are crazy good.
It's insane.
But who's your favorite champion? Your favorite player in Gambit Gaming?
I have to say Diamond Fox. I mean, I'm a big Lee Sin fan. Obviously been watching Diamond Fox since Season 2 when he brought out that Lee Sin for the first time, and everyone was in shock and awe. This guy's amazing at Lee Sin. And ever since then, I've been a just big fan of Diamond Fox.
Right.
So he brought out the Karma Jungle.
How can anybody forget that?
That was...
So yeah, because Diamond Fox was just kind of like laughing about it. He was like playing around about it. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring out. I'm gonna play, Jungle Karma. It's gonna be my main. Nobody thought he was gonna really bring that out. And so
Exactly.
yeah, who you're gonna be rooting for Gambit Gaming all the way, right?
Yeah, I'd have to say so.
I am going to be rooting. I don't know. I love the EU guys, and I'm saying I am a huge fanatic and GG fan. So yeah,
Well, you know quite a few of the EU guys personally.
yeah. So
don't you?
I
So-
know a few of them personally. So I'm really excited to see them really scale so well into the quarterfinals, and it's a hot quarterfinals for them too, right? Because Cloud9 is going to play Fnatic. We haven't seen Cloud9 ever in the group stages because obviously they have the seed in through the quarterfinals. I'm really excited to see their matchup. I mean, Fnatic is so strong right now, so big game for them right there. But on the other side, Najin versus Gambit Gaming. Oh, scary game for Gambit. But I believe, you know.
It's difficult to know how that game's going to go. Obviously, both pretty strong teams, to say the least.
I mean, Expression, Song, Prey, that's huge names we've seen so far. You know, we've known them for such a long time, and so, I mean, I would love to have Gambit Gaming come out on top, but we'll see. We'll have to see. And I've got latest news for everyone. TBM is still playing Tacos in the previous matchup. The game hasn't ended yet, and